into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, and just like that, we are back. You are back. It's the start of a new week, and it could be your week.
Oh.
It could be that week.
What do you have to do? Just grab it like this?
Just take it, man.
Both
you can grab it like that.
hands.
Was that a skip? That
You
was
gotta-
wow, you grabbed it and skipped into the morning. It could be that week where everything kicks off for you, where that thing finally falls into place, where you level up. Or maybe it's not your week. Maybe that's next week.
Oh,
and
you know
just
what?
need to do the stuff.
No, stop it, Greg.
We'll help
Monday's
you.
a good
We'll
time.
help you, man.
Monday's
We'll
a
help
good
you either
time
way.
to start fresh. Please don't listen to the negativity. This morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're diving into one of the biggest lifestyle trends taking over our feeds. I've seen it everywhere. It's all about that van life.
We're
It kind of
lost.
looks so dreamy online, but we want to know if it actually translates in this way.
Exactly.
And what does it really take to make it work in our country, right here in Mzansi? So we've got somebody that gives us the first-hand experience, Cape Townian reporter, content creator, Kiara van Zyl, to share that journey.
I hope she's going to be okay. She's going to make it here. Well,
I
she's
hope
always
she's
got her
gonna
own
make it here.
transport. That's the amazing thing. It doesn't matter wherever she is, she can always get there because she's literally driving in her house. No, I love this. A lot of people caught by the allure of it. Does it stand up? Then speaking of which, we're also going to talk about money, something I think many of us South Africans are stressing about right now. The start of the year does put about extra pressure, I think. But we are never taught to manage our money properly in preparation for these times. So author Nokutle Khumalo is here to unpack her brand new book, which sounds amazing, Boss Your Money, and share practical tips for building smarter financial habits. Take control.
Why did you
Come
look
on.
at me when you said
Take
that?
control of your money,
Okay,
girl.
I'll try. I'll be there taking notes. As long as you're with me, Mzansi, we've got this together, all right? And later we celebrate a major music milestone as multi-award-winning artist Strava joins us, marking 10 years in the industry. And also, if you know, you know, the close of his Nkanyezi trilogy. It's going to be a big one, and we can't wait till he joins us on the couch.
So if you've got any love, anything to share, any questions to ask the big man, please do that. In fact, if there are any holes in what happened over the last couple of days from a news and a sports perspective, I think we
You
should
said
fill
news,
them in.
that's my cue.
Exactly. We'll bring you up to speed with everything that's been happening in and around South Africa and the world. And then, of course, start the conversations, various ones with you online. Start catching up after our busy weekends and hopefully get you prepped for the most important week of your life. Ultimately, it's up to you. So let's empower you. We've got 3 hours with you. Let's have a little bit of fun and get the information flowing. Carissa's got those news headlines before I delve into the sport.
I do indeed. Thank you so much, Gray. Let's start out nationally, where South Africa's agricultural sector is poised for growth following a new trade deal with China that offers tariff-free access for several local products. Now, Trade Minister Parks Tau signed the framework agreement in Beijing during Joint Economic and Trade Commission talks. The China-Africa Economic Partnership Agreement is expected to lead to an early harvest agreement by March 2026. FNB senior agricultural economist Paul Makube says the deal could help farmers export higher value produce, diversify markets and unlock further investment, including expanded production and increased demand for agricultural land. In other local news, police are investigating whether a crime syndicate may be eliminating its own members following the death of police informant Leandre Pretorius in Brakpan. Now, the 41-year-old was found dead at a filling station days after surviving a shooting outside his Boksburg home. Pretorius had been implicated during the Madlanga Commission in allegations linked to a 2022 murder. Now, police say video footage is being analyzed and a suicide is also under investigation. Authorities confirmed Pretorius had previously been questioned and that his firearms and phones remain in custody. In your international news-making headlines, King Charles and Queen Camilla will host Nigerian President Bola Tinubu on the country's first UK state visit in 37 years. The visit, scheduled for March, highlights improving diplomatic and economic relations between the two countries. Now, state visits are a key form of soft power diplomacy, combining ceremonial pageantry with political engagement. Trade between the UK and Nigeria is worth more than £8 billion annually, making Nigeria one of Britain's most important African partners. Now, the visit follows a new trade and investment partnership signed last year. Meanwhile, Japan's ruling Liberal Democratic Party, or LDP, is set for a decisive election win. That's according to exit polls, strengthening Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's mandate just after months taking office. Now, her popularity marks a sharp turnaround after corruption scandals weakened the party under previous leaders. LDP and its coalition partner could secure a commanding majority in parliament. Now, voters braved snow to cast ballots in Japan's first midwinter election in decades. Takaichi had pledged to resign if she failed to win, marking the outcome a significant personal and political victory. And finally, a striking moment at a major fashion show in Ghana recently delivered a feel-good message that lingered long after the lights dimmed. Now, model and writer Abina Christine Jonelle made a confident appearance on the runway, her prosthetic leg wrapped in vibrant kente fabric and impossible to miss. The 33-year-old Ghanaian-American who lost a leg to cancer as a toddler used the moment to celebrate visibility, resilience and pride. Now living in Accra, Abina blends fashion with purpose, challenging narrow ideas of beauty and ability. Now, her walk was not about overcoming, but owning who she is, turning personal history into inspiration and proving that confidence, culture and courage can be the most powerful accessories of all. On that feel-good note, that is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get into your first bit of sporting highlights with Gray.
Yep, time to find out how the Giants fared this weekend. No, it's not a real thing until someone has stopped Patrice Motsepe and asked him how his Giants are doing. It's not a real sports team. Go and look it up. And let's start with the real sports teams doing the real things. The Blitzboks, they're back to their best. They claimed the Perth Sevens crown with a gritty, very physical 21-19 win over Fiji. They brought the physicality, snapping that season-long struggle against their old rivals. Ryan Oosterhuizen starring with 2 crucial tries, including a bulldozing second-half effort. Nothing left out there as the Blitzboks defended superbly late on in that game to secure their second title of the campaign and, of course, move to second on the overall series log, most importantly. Well, a different log a little further afield as we delve into the Six Nations, and England kicked off their Six Nations campaign in style, absolutely hammering Wales 48-7 at Twickenham, with Henry Arundel scoring a first-half hat-trick, in fact, and then George Ford pulling the strings as he does from the back. Then in Rome, Italy piled pressure on Scotland's coach Gregor Townsend with an 18-15 victory. It was a tough one, leading throughout in atrocious conditions to claim a statement opening round win. They really had to fight for that one. Then we turn to cricket now in the small matter of a World Cup. Sri Lanka rode Kamindi Mendes 44 of just 19 balls and a dominant spin display to beat Ireland by 20 runs in Colombo. So India avoided a shock as Suryar Kumar Yadav's unbeaten 84 and then Mohammad Siraj's 3 for 29 sealed their 29-run win over the USA in Mumbai. That's while Pakistan, they were pushed hard but ultimately scrambled past Netherlands by 3 wickets. And that's thanks to Fahim Ashraf's unbeaten 29 of just 11 balls. Then kicking off their campaign later today, the Proteas up against Canada at 3:30. Tune in. Now let's get into football from the weekend's action. And Arsenal, they moved clear at the top of the Premier League table after a stunning 3-0 win over Sunderland. Maybe the other shoe's starting to fall now. And that with Martin Zubamendi scoring and Victor Gyökeres netting twice. And Manchester United, they beat Tottenham 2-0, of course, while Man City, they struck late to beat Liverpool 2-1. I wonder how much of an impact that one's going to have in the tail of the tape. And it happened at Anfield. And that, of course, cutting Arsenal's lead to 6 points now. It's going to go down to the wire, and we love that for the fans, ultimately who matters most. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Can the Ike Tigers defend their varsity crown? We're going to find out in just a moment as we welcome them back into studio right now. Let's see how the week is starting off on the weather front.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's see what is happening in your weather, Mzansi, so that we can prepare you for the start of a new week. Now in Polokwane this morning, you are starting your week off with mostly partly cloudy conditions. Temperatures will start off with a low of 17 and work its way up to a high of 31 degrees today, with moderate winds expected from the east. Now beautiful weather is expected for the rest of the week with temperatures in the lower 30s. Over to Klerksdorp next, where you can expect scattered, mostly sunny conditions for your region. Now, temperatures will start off with a low of 18 and climb to 31. Your winds, they will be moderate, expected from the north. Now, rainfall is expected from tomorrow, so do enjoy today for as long as it lasts. To Pretoria next, where you'll experience mostly sunny skies with light winds expected from the northeast. Your temperatures will range between 18 and 31 degrees today. Now, do enjoy the hot weather and remember that SPF as it lasts. Well, let's see what Johannesburg has today. You'll experience mostly partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will range between a low of 16 and then reach a high of 28 degrees today with light winds from the north. Rainfall is expected by midweek going into Thursday, so do enjoy the sunshine today. Out in Mbombela today brings you warm sunny conditions with light winds from the east. Temperatures will start off with a low of 19 and then work its way up to a peak of 30 degrees as your high today. Temperatures in the lower 30s forecasted for the rest of your week, accompanied by rain. Let's move over to Bloemfontein now, where today brings mostly partly cloudy conditions accompanied by some afternoon showers with chances of thunderstorms. Now, moderate winds are also expected to come through from the north. Today will bring you a low of 17 and a high of 28 degrees today with that 45% chance of rain. Out in Richards Bay, mostly sunny conditions can be expected on your side, starting out with a nice 24 degrees and working its way up to 31. Now, strong winds with gusts up to 31 kilometers is expected from the northeast. Well, let's take a look at Durban this morning. You start off with isolated thunderstorms for your region. Temperatures between 24 and 29 degrees today. Your winds also be moderate coming through from the northeast. Well, let's move over to Mthatha, where today you will experience some thunderstorms. Temperatures starting off with 19 and working its way up to 28 degrees today. Light winds are expected to come through from the southeast and heavy rainfall is expected for the rest of the week. We hope better weather for Cradock. Let's see what's happening. Thunderstorms once again. That's what you'll experience in Cradock today. Temperatures will range between a low of 17 and a high of 29 degrees with moderate winds from the north. A rainfall too is expected in your region for the rest of the week. What is GQ saying? In Gqeberha today, you'll experience a light afternoon rainfall. Now, temperatures, they will range between a low of 22 and your high sitting at 27 degrees today. Moderate winds are expected to come through from the east. Now, warm temperatures in the upper 20s accompanied by rain is forecast for the rest of the week. Out in gorgeous George, you'll experience rainfall on your side. Temperatures ranging between 19 and 26 today. Now, light winds can be expected from the southeast, but that pattern of wet weather is expected over the next couple of days. Some relief is coming your way on Sunday. Out in Cape Town, you can start off your Monday with partly cloudy skies and some light rainfall. Now, strong winds are expected from the south. As for your temperatures, they range between 20 and 25 degrees today, and windy weather does continue over the next few days. We head to Sutherland next, where you'll experience afternoon thunderstorms in your side of town. Temperatures ranging from a chilly 13 and climbing to a mid 23 degrees Celsius today. Now, moderate winds are expected from the northwest, and temperatures in the mid to higher 20s are expected for the rest of the week. Well, let's see what Kimberley is saying this morning. You can expect some isolated thunderstorms where temperatures will range between a low of 18 and a high of 29 degrees today. Now, moderate winds can be expected to come through from the north, and rainfall is expected for the rest of the week. Temperatures ranging between the higher 20s and lower 30s. And then lastly, out in Upington, today you'll experience morning showers accompanied by light winds from the northwest. Temperatures will start off with a warm 19, reaching a scorching 36 degrees today. High temperatures are forecast for the rest of the week as per usual, with its peak on Wednesday reaching 39. Now, before we wrap it up, let's check in with that sunrise view of this hour. And East London, represented by Keith Dyer, looks absolutely stunning. My goodness, it's almost like a golden hour with the beautiful orange hues of the sky. Just letting us all know that it is going to be a great Monday indeed, Keith. And thank you for that wonderful reminder. 27 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. And if you too, Mzansi, would like to update us on what your morning is looking like, that number once again at 0630369649. We look forward to seeing what your morning looks like as we get into ours.
Man, I'm trying to listen to the temperatures, but all I can hear is the sizzle from the two outfits beside me. I know Carissa always looks like she's got it together, maybe not this morning. She needs a little bit of help because when you've got two beautiful outfits like this to choose from, you kind of feel like a Barbie doll. You must do, hey?
Every day.
And you guys get to have the fun. So we've got two gorgeous outfits to choose from. I'm trying to gauge from your facial expression which one she is enjoying the most. So let me break it down for you. We know denim's stepping up in a big way for Valentine's Day. And yes, we want you to be as loved up and have as much fun as you can, but also feel as good as you can. And I think it proves it can be just as romantic, cool, and chic as the best. So we've got two gorgeous denim outfits. Let's start with a matching dark wash wide leg jean and v-neck, and it's a collared shirt, absolutely beautiful with a little detail there, printed statement stilettos as well, that satin scarf, very romantic, I think. Finished with a rich suede bag down there, beautiful. Must say, loving those shoes.
They're pretty,
Absolutely
hey?
loving those shoes. Option 2 ain't sitting back though, ain't sitting down. A bold red waistcoat laid with a dark wash denim maxi dress, styled with a sleek satin scarf as well, clinched with a black belt, and then finished off with classic black point heels and a black shoulder bag. You can't go wrong.
You can't go
just
wrong.
Beautiful.
Do I have a favorite? Maybe.
Ooh.
But it's not up to me. But I do love a little Canadian tuxedo, is all I'm saying.
She does, hey. She has been seen. She has been spotted a boot.
A denim on denim is always great, but they're both such good options. I also love the way we've restyled that denim dress to just show that you can.
I've got to say, as a stuttering work husband here, because you just look so gorgeous all the time, red's a good color on you as well. It's going to pop. We might have to do something with the lipstick a little bit.
Ooh, maybe, Gray.
You can even decide that if you want, because that's the job. You've got that important role this morning. And we want to hear from you. Please help us out. It's a denim date, and we need you to help us with that date night dilemma. So please head over to Expresso's social media pages. Vote for your favorite look. I don't think we can go wrong here. And don't forget to include hashtag Woolies Valentine. Oh, now that I've said Valentine's.
Ooh, maybe.
Just maybe. We're not talking about the Amma Giants. It's the Ike Tigers. Can they defend their crown in the Varsity Cup? We'll find out in just a moment. I'm going to repeat it just for the ladies out there. Are boxes. A guy
Boxes
can't
and
do
socks,
wrong with
important.
boxes. I don't know about the socks. You don't be buying me socks for Valentine's Day.
Why not?
Unless they're the most expensive socks in the world. No, it's fine. So yes, we're not talking Amma Giants, we're talking Ike Tigers. After the break, they've got a tough job ahead of them to defend their varsity crown. I think they can do it.
I'm crossing fingers and I'm crossing my toes. But listen, on another note, if you're struggling with toothache at any level, we're going to give you the 101 and definitely plug you into how to feel better every single day. So don't go anywhere.
Their levels.
Only you can make my day. Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back on this beautiful Monday morning. Now, as per usual, we always have a question for you just to get the brain working a little bit, wipe the cobwebs away, because we want to know at the start of a new week, what has motivated you to get up and get grinding on this Monday? We definitely want you to let us know across socials or on the number 063-036-9649. For me, it's definitely the breakfast I'm about to have in just a little bit. I heard there was cake on the menu on the show today, and immediately I woke up, my eyes opened, I was energized. I said, let's go. And then second on that list is Graham, my work husband. Obviously, was so excited to see him this morning. And then third, although it is kind of first, is you, Mzansi. Every single morning, waking up, getting me motivated to be right here with you, spending 3 hours. Another one that maybe one day will join the list is sports. I don't know. We're working on that one. But let us know what your answer is as we get into our first bit of sports this morning. Go Ike Tigers. Graham's got the conversation going.
And Carissa, this is a real team now. This is an actual, real winning sports team that have got the credentials, okay? They're our reigning champions, baby. Can they do it again? That is the question. I know there is a lot of fire burning in a lot of young rugby players right now after ending a 14-year wait to reclaim this incredible title. They've done it, but now, of course, they're going to have to do it again. The Varsity Cup title was up for grabs. UCT Ike Tigers, they now head into 2026 defending that title, and one of the most exciting teams in South Africa University rugby because of the way that they play. Joining us to look ahead at that title defense are club administrator Chulo Manko and Kalashe, club captain Alex Vermeulen, and Varsity Cup captain Enos Endau as the Cape Town side prepare to write the next chapter in their journey. I try and speak with big energy to get you pumped, gents. Have you come down yet from last year? How are you feeling at the start of a new season, my friend?
No, still very excited and still riding that high of last season. And it's a difficult one because you want to carry that energy onto this season.
Want the momentum, yeah.
You also want to play at the right time. So your speech definitely got me excited.
I like you, man. I love your style, dude. But you've got to, because it's this weird thing where every match has to stand alone. And it's the old cliche, we go from game to game. But you've got to have a long-term vision to get a title. You've got to manage things. What is going on with the extra points, dude? Please, can one of you explain to me? So now you have an opportunity to get additional points within 2 minutes of scoring a try. What is going on?
So, yeah, I mean, I saw the Super Bowl was on today with the NFL, but like it's kind of that type of thing where you can now opt to choose, called a power play, I think. You can choose to now go for 2 minutes and try and score another try. So you could actually get 12 points instead of just 5 or 7.
And send a statement on the field as well. And I have a feeling this is the kind of team that is going to do this 99.9% of the time. What are they going to do if given the opportunity to go for extra points? Now, from the other side, you get to look at a season from an administrative perspective with a lot of young players who are crazy, but there is a bigger picture that you've got to be very much marshalling and keeping in check. So what makes you nervous at the beginning of a season, bro?
I mean, I think the massive part of the Vars Cup season administratively is making sure these guys get their 60 credits. They're not allowed to play rugby unless they get 60 credits in their
Suddenly the smiles changed a little bit. They're a little bit more nervous.
So we have to make sure that happens, and a massive part of our Vars Cup admin process is making sure that they're bona fide, so basically eligible to play for Vars Cup. So there's a lot of rules that come in with that. So they have to be of age, they have to be studying at the varsity. They can't just come in as an undergrad from another varsity. They have to be a postgrad. So you have to do that whole process, get IDs, get declarations. So it's a tough time.
I have this feeling of you like one of you running into the change room. I'm bona fide. I'm bona fide. I can do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot going through, I would imagine, your mind right now. Ahead of a season, you've got your credits that you've got to focus on, but you've got a campaign to mount. That's the onus on the defending champions. What did it take to win, and what is it going to take to do it again? What is your focus on?
Last year it was a lot of dedication and sacrifice, and I feel like every team has that, and that's probably the norm. But for us, we really wanted to play brave in our Ike style, and that's always been our thing. As you said in the introduction, our style is what defines us, and so for this season, we definitely want to be brave in everything we do to go back to back.
Because that's got to stem right down through every structure of this setup here. Younger players coming in have got to know.
Yeah.
They've got to understand, and it's a feeling, I think, as much as it's a little rule book and writing down Ruben Amorim notes on the sideline. You've got to plug in and you just got to give it. What does that feel like when you get that right on the field? When you can play with that level of expression that you guys are known for? And it's kind of becoming the South African brand of rugby, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I think like you kind of just reach this like flow state. I know it's a bit cliche to say, but everything just falls into place, and it's just like this complete freedom on the field. You don't feel like you can mess up. You don't feel like that you'll make a mistake. It's honestly just when you're in that state, it's just passes are sticking. You're throwing a bridge ball, then guys are coming in. Like
hookers are sidestepping. This crazy stuff is going on, man.
Yeah, like you just kind of reach this complete freedom in the sense of playing, and it just makes you love the game even more.
And it is the beautiful game. Come back to us, man. Come back. I can see you just drifting off, man. I'm there. I can feel it. You want to feel it. You want to have this beautiful continuity. It doesn't always work out like that. What are the big issues that these guys have to face during a season? When do you normally have to step in? Is it a consoling after a loss? Is it a stepping in when the marks have plummeted because of that one crazy exam? What are the biggest pressure points that these players face?
These boys do a lot. I think the training, the gym, and then there's tutorials and there's exams. So we have to step in when we see a player. We at our club, we love the word connectedness, so we connect a lot. So we make sure that them as people are doing well. So if a player looks down, we step in. But if a player's marks are also going sideways, we have tutoring. We help as much as we can to make sure that these players, as much as they're players and they want to win the Varsity Cup, that after that their marks aren't struggling and their life is not struggling after that. So we try to help in and pop in as much as possible. And
make them tutor each other. I like this, dude. I want to see a prop tutoring a fly half, because that's how we know the world is balanced in reality. The way you guys play isn't lost to me. I was joking before we went live here that you guys are probably being looked at, whether in the administrative back end or on the field, for the top jobs in the country now. You can make it from this team into green and gold. It's been proven in this country. No pressure. No pressure at all. We just want to see that again, guys. No, I know I can be a little bit biased right now. These guys have earned it. A phenomenal season last season. Can they do it again? Well, I know there are some other varsity teams ready to stand in their way. We look forward to the challenge, I think is what we say. But all the best of luck to them, to all the players. Please stay safe out there, score lots of points, and we're going to start fining you if you don't play some gridiron rugby and go for the extra points. I'm sorry. Now, all the best of luck, boys.
Thank you.
Get ready to spin and win with World Sports Betting. Every Friday morning on Expresso, one lucky viewer will walk away with up to 5,000 Rand in cash. Want in? Simply head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram or X pages and answer the weekly question and include hashtag World Sports Betting. Don't miss your chance to turn your Friday morning into a winning one. T's and C's apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. World Sports Betting, where every spin could be a win.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This next sentence I'm saying to myself in a big way. A healthy smile plays a big role in how we feel and how we show up every day. It's kind of a prerequisite for my job. Toothache can hit hard and it can quickly change everything from sudden sharp pain to that ongoing discomfort, which can really weigh in. Dental pain affects more people than we realize. In fact, we might be just dulling it down right now. And our dentist, Dr. Ingham, joins us to unpack what causes toothache and how we can manage it and when we need to level up. I hope this conversation isn't like toothache for you, because it's one of those things that's kind of like a leveler. You can be a billionaire, you can be a pauper, you can be a champion of men in a rugby team and brought down to your knees by a toothache. Where do you normally start when considering toothache? What is your little checklist that you go through?
Generally, patients always come to me and they say, look, I have a toothache, and I always ask, when did it start? Does it happen when you're drinking something cold or something warm? And usually the patient always ends up in my chair when the toothache has been there. It's been there for 2 weeks and then it came back again, and then when it gave them a sleepless night, they'll be back in my chair again.
There's always a term whenever I'm speaking generally to doctors, pharmacists and dentists where I can feel your exasperation and having to deal with this after we should have dealt with it 2 weeks ago. So what are those first warning signs that we do need to get something checked? What's going on in our mouth?
So generally, I tell my patients that when they feel something small, when you do this with your tongue and you feel there's a small chip, or you feel that there's a mini hole, please go and seek your dentist with immediate effect, because the minute you leave that, it just becomes worse, the toothache becomes worse, and results in something worse.
As much as we hate to broach it, there is a huge amount of traffic going through our mouths. There is a very high bacteria content, good and bad biome. We know this now, it's connected in ways, and I think we are understanding dentistry quite different now, or differently. So what are those major contributing factors when you try to re-educate someone to look after their teeth? What do we need to be thinking about?
I would say sugary things. I would say the sweets, the cool drinks, anything that contains sugar, please eat it. I always tell my patients, I'm not a dietitian, but a lot of sugar at once is kind of better than having sugar throughout the whole day, and I'm going to explain why.
Okay.
Every time you eat something sugary, your pH level goes up, and the minute before it comes back to neutral, it goes up again. So it stays up all the time, and that starts eating away in your teeth. So, and always just to rinse your mouth with some water afterwards. You don't have to necessarily swallow the water, but just a bit of a rinse.
Yeah, I mean, there's even a school of thought now thinking about the good bacteria that you wash down when you rinse. So I think we're starting to recalibrate in that sense. I think it's quite difficult, though, because we often get used to just the odd little ache and pain, and as with our whole body, I think that we just, like, you get to my age, you just add it to the list and you move on. When do we know? When does sensitivity need to be addressed? When is it just a little bit sensitive, or when is it, okay, this could be something a bit more serious? Or do I even bother taking the chance?
Now, I say that your body will tell you.
Okay.
That bit of sensitivity, sometimes people ignore it and they don't go and get some help for it. Or sometimes you'll get a patient in the morning begging and waiting for you to open up because the toothache has kept them awake all night. So it's just, the tooth will tell you.
There's a reason why there's fables and stories about toothaches, because it is so hectic. And I suppose it's so close to a nerve center. There's a reason why we've got ENTs and everything is all so closely connected. What can we do to mitigate sensitivity if we are someone who does suffer from sensitive teeth, as opposed to just dealing with an in-situation problem?
I say there's a few things on my list. I say to brush your teeth daily, and there is a, we call it modified BAS technique. You can Google it. It's 4 steps that you use to brush your teeth daily. I teach it to the kids at work, and if you use that technique daily with the brushing twice a day, in the morning and at night, rinsing some water after something sugary, and then lastly, to seek your dentist every 6 months to do your general checkup and cleaning, because that's when we can identify something small before it becomes something big.
Be proactive, and you might think that's, okay, 2 guaranteed payments a year. If you have an unexpected payment in your lane, without a doubt the most expensive medical lane for me in terms of what the emergencies that can suddenly pop up. You can go from 0 to 100 very quickly with your teeth. Home remedies. Salt water, I know, can be quite effective for certain things. Cloves, there are all sorts of, sort of midwives, old wives' tales and things that we can lean into. Where do you sit in that space?
I don't give home remedies at all, but I do know that patients come in and they tell me that their home remedies work. However, what might work for me might not work for you. So I don't necessarily say go do that at home because it's also temporary. That small thing that you're putting in your mouth just works for
prolonging it.
Yeah, it just works for an hour or two, and then after that your pain's back again. So just getting it sorted out long term is better.
See, don't go frustrating doc today, okay? Just get in, please. There is a reason why dentists are always pushing this narrative of being proactive, of getting into their space every 6 months at least. Doc, thank you so much for doing what you do on behalf of everyone you're going to help today. Thank you as well. I can joke about it, but it doesn't play around. A toothache can be devastating, and our teeth work unbelievably hard for us every single day. So giving them the right kind of care and responding quickly to that pain and that discomfort is key to staying comfortable and confident.
3 pains, 1 hero. Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
Now, Tri-Park is ready when everyday pain hits, and I hope you are not going through this right now, but help is at hand. Because when it comes to those headaches, to toothache, colds and flu, Gogo knows best, I think. It's the trusted pain powder that she keeps close, and we should as well, because it's ready to work in 8 seconds so that you can keep on moving. And this month of love, we celebrate that love for your Gogo with Tri-Park and stand a chance to win 1 of 10 1,500 Rand cash sends. So all you have to do is pop on over to the Tri-Park Facebook page. That's where you'll find it. Just follow the entry steps. Simple as that. And of course, the T's and C's do apply. Tri-Park, the name Gogo knows and trusts.
3 pains, 1 hero. Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
Now that the family's sorted, let's hit the open road. Now, there has been a massive trend in van life. Can you take yourself and put your whole life in a van and travel across the world? Well, a lot of people are doing it here in South Africa and loving what they're seeing, but I have a feeling there might be a few little hidden challenges that we haven't thought about. Not so hidden, the challenge of training with the Varsity Cup champions. The Ike Tigers are putting my good work wife through quite a workout after the scene.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Feel Good Fam. Let's see if we can inject a little wanderlust into you right now, because there is a trend that seems to be grabbing a lot of people right now, and we want to know more. This week, we are talking all things what's trending, and you never guess what today is the focus on. Well, I've given it away already. Van life. What does that mean to you? I think all of us have a concept in our head. One of the latest, fastest growing lifestyle trends online. I think we've seen it on our feeds. More people trading traditional living for life out on the road. Compact spaces, very compact spaces. And of course, hopefully adventure, storyful travel. And while social media shows obviously the dreamy side of this, the reality takes a lot of planning, creativity, and I think commitment probably, especially here in South Africa and across our continent. And joining us this morning is a born and bred Cape Townian reporter, a journalist and content creator who is currently converting a van for the van life and documenting their unbelievable journey. Let's give her a very feel-good welcome. It's Kiara van Zyl. I know we don't have a live studio audience. I talk about it. I drop a hint every day, Kiara, that we're going to get a team of people. Maybe we can ask the Ike Tigers to come in here and just applaud.
All they have to do is applause.
You know, but you've got to get used to being alone now, okay? Because you're going to be on your own in a tiny little box for the rest of your life. No, this is crazy. What happened? What happened that brought you to this point, my friend?
It's a bit of a long story, but I'll give you the short of it.
We are here for your story.
I was interested in doing van life since I was about 13, but it's a bit of a pipe dream, right?
Yeah.
To live on the road. It's a bit
Because
of a
what
strange
is it
idea.
even?
Yeah,
you know?
right, what is it even? And then I recently started working for a local South African news startup called Newsroom ZA, and we focus a lot on local stories. So we had a lot of South Africans sending in their stories, and I thought, van life isn't that important. But the more stories I got invested in and interested in, the more I realized that I haven't been to so many places in South Africa, and I think it's important, if I'm going to cover these stories, to know where these people are from.
Put yourself in their shoes.
Put them in your shoes.
You also then kind of become a part of the story.
Yeah, you do.
And this is going to take you down a very different path. A different path, I would imagine, as well, from a creative perspective. When you're a content creator, when you're thinking of words and concepts and ideas. Now let's shift to very practical, building a van. Where does one even begin? How is that process going?
Well, I've never built a thing in my life, so it's been difficult. But I've recently learned what a pop rivet is. Don't like that at all. It's definitely a journey. I think it's difficult to jump into when you don't know anything, but luckily I have a great support system, and I'm doing it with my boyfriend, so he's leading the way a lot. I don't like to
And this is how you get his investment in the process, because he is now literally putting time and building, and that's how a man works. Once we've put our hands, we can be good or bad at it, but once we're invested, we are there. How's that part of the challenge going? Teaming up to take on something like this?
It's a lot of deep breaths.
Oh, really?
I think. Let's take a deep breath
From
together.
you or him?
Both of us.
Okay.
It's a team effort.
What has been the most challenging part so far? Have you had a moment where you're like, okay, actually, maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew? Or is
Several
that every
times.
day?
Every day. I think the most difficult part, surprisingly, is the admin of it. Turns out you can't just get in a van and drive off and live in it. That's not exactly legal.
Otherwise, we all would.
Yes, otherwise
probably
I think we
get in
all
a van and disappear.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
The admin of it all is complicated, but we'll get there.
Because you're striving for the freedom, yes?
Yes, yeah.
Is that what this is? You're not trying to box yourself in. Ultimately, you want to take yourself to a point where you can go anywhere, right?
Yeah, I think, and you know, we have such a beautiful country, and I think to leave it unexplored just seems like a bit of a shame, and I figure I should probably go out and see where other South Africans live and what all the bits are that I haven't seen.
Okay, let's be honest here. This is about cost. This is about life being too expensive, and once you've bought your van, it's your van. And then you're not paying rent. Or do you pay rent? Have they found a way around that yet?
I don't know. Well, I mean, if you're
have you found a way around that yet?
If you're at a campsite, I'm sure you have to pay for those things. I don't plan to live in it full time, but often on the weekends. I think the cost of campsites is maybe a bit more than I'm expecting, and obviously the cost of a van and all the materials, electrics.
But you're already capitalizing, you've already commercialized, you're creating content around the creation of your van, okay, and that in itself might be a disaster or just incredible, we never know, entertainment value either way. Now, even as I'm listening to you talk, I can hear the kind of questions coming to you. This could take you across the continent. I was joking about that,
Yeah.
but this is the first step towards that kind of insanity.
Yeah, it really could.
What do you think is going to surprise you the most or shock you the most? What makes you a little bit nervous about van life?
I think just the unknown of it all. There are you see a lot of things online, people living in their vans, but I think it probably gets a bit more complicated than just driving off into the sunset. Traveling across the country is an admin nightmare. There's lots of logistics that you have to do, and you're going to come across maybe some things that are a bit difficult, unsafe situations.
For sure.
And so you got to think about security and all of those aspects that aren't so nice to dream about.
And you're creating content and you're selling as you're doing this.
Yeah.
Your little mobile work units. I hope I've got you terrified for this journey.
Yeah.
Someone has to be grown up in your world,
I know,
okay? You're
yeah.
busy building a van and you're about to drive off into the middle of nowhere. Come on, I'm trying to voice your parents' anxiety here. It's going to be amazing. If you can get out there and explore the world, I think it changes the way you see the world and yourself. Just be safe. Just be safe, okay?
I'll
and learn
try.
how to change a tire when you've got no tools to be able to do it. Carissa, my very mature friend, okay, as opposed to my immature self here, would you choose van life? That facial expression wasn't mature. Come on, I give you one chance, man. No, would you do van life? Could you do van life with your man?
No. It's an immediate no. I like comfort too much. I like convenience, but I love watching the videos like on TikTok and Instagram. So all the best to you if that's the path that you have chosen in your life. I love it. I love it. I love to see it, man. Right now, the path that I'm choosing is sports, baby. We are starting the week with a championship type of energy as the Ikeys join us for a motivational Monday workout inspired by how champions basically prepare. Now, it's all about getting the body moving, especially on a Monday, sharpening the mindset and also sharing a few simple keys to help you build momentum from Monday all the way through to the rest of the week. We've got to stay disciplined and set the tone for definitely a strong week ahead. So thanks for being here, guys, and sticking around, Enos and Alex. Let's get into this. I feel so tiny between the two of you. Let me say that much. I hope I can keep up with what you're doing, but where do we begin?
So obviously we'll begin with a little warm-up because I think that's kind of the key into preparing your body for what's to come. Especially in rugby, it's a high-impact sport. You need to make sure your tendons and everything's ready to go. So we'll actually start off on the ground here with a thing called 90-90s.
Okay.
So especially people in the workplace, you're sitting around a lot. It'd be great to alleviate some pain around your hips and loosen that up. So I think we can start down here. And then the 90-90 because you want to get both legs like a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
And then it's just moving them around there.
Something cracked in my knee.
There you go. So then we'll go about 5 each side.
So you'd recommend that anybody could actually just jump on the mat or floor and
Yes, yeah,
right?
100%. Like
Yeah,
it's,
100%.
you can progress it as well. Like it's very, you can be a beginner or an expert. The more upright you go, obviously the harder it gets, but obviously then it gets more into that.
Right.
So then after that, we'll go into hip flexors as well. It's also like, because you're sitting a lot, your hip flexors become shortened. So now you want to make sure that you lengthen them again. Same thing, it helps with your lower back, glutes and everything. So here, you can just go kneeling like that, get your hips forward, and then you can get your arm up, so your opposite arm up, and then you can hold that for about 5 or 10 seconds. And then if you want, you can even pull your leg at the back to get an even bigger stretch.
I don't think I could do that.
But please be careful with that. We don't anyone,
Even for us,
we don't want anyone tearing anything.
Okay, there we go.
in
That's
go.
a bit easy.
Especially
Yeah.
Ike Tigers.
You're telling me that rugby players do this?
Yeah.
This feels very yoga to me.
Okay, great. And now I'll just move on to an upper body thing. So this is called a T-spine rotation.
Okay.
So you're just on all fours there, arm up onto your head, and then you just rotate up. And you do 5 of these. Also just great for your upper body, lower back.
Okay. This is quite nice, especially on the side of my
Yeah,
body
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Stretching quite nicely.
Go both sides there. Okay, perfect. So now we're all warmed up, got our tendons and joints ready and everything. So I can go up. I think we'll start with the upper body.
Okay.
So we normally just do like, I mean, in the gym we'll do a floor press or bench press. So if you don't have any equipment, a normal push-up can do. But what's great is that you can actually probably go, you can time it, so you go like 5 seconds down or 5 seconds up. And
Can you show us what you're talking about?
So here, just start from there, and then you just can go slowly down,
Oh, no.
pause, and then 5 seconds up. 5 seconds down,
5 seconds. I've never felt this long. Oh.
and then 5 seconds up. Again, you can do 5 of these.
Zanzi, I hope that you are doing this along with us. I cannot be struggling alone.
And yeah, if you are a beginner, you can just make sure you can do a Chris's egg, just go on your knees.
Yeah.
And that also helps a lot.
And then?
Yep. You can move on, you can go into legs now. So here, we like to do a split squat. So I think it just isolates your legs a lot better. So here, again, just normal. You want to try and get 90 degrees, and again, that same thing, that 5 seconds down, 5 seconds
Okay,
up.
so the slow burn.
So slow burn.
Yeah.
So you're 5 seconds down there, a little pause, and then 5 seconds up.
So why do you move slowly?
It's just like our SNC pit, he kind of knows all the science behind it, but
Okay.
there's a thing where like your power down kind of is like a symmetry thing. Your power down gives you a power up.
Okay.
So by going down, this allows you then to also be more explosive going up.
Right.
You can swap to the other side there.
Sure. Do you guys experiment with any other kind of workouts like yoga, Pilates?
Not in a
Swimming.
sense, but like we do a lot of prehab and rehab work
Okay.
in the beginning. And I guess that allows us to actually be quite supple and,
Yeah, flexible.
and flexible and stuff, especially with the way we play. We move around a lot, we're running a lot.
Yeah, the joints got to be loose.
So you got to make sure we are loose.
And the diet? We eating all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
diet's so important. I think
Yeah.
because you train so much, you get so hungry.
Yeah.
And you need
You're
a lot of
burning
energy.
the calories,
Yeah,
right?
from your nutrition. So it's important that us rugby players aren't always at McDonald's and KFC. Have good, healthy home meals.
Okay, so do you meal prep? That's probably the easiest way. Eh?
Yeah,
Try our
sometimes.
best.
Sometimes.
Wow, my glutes are on fire. Okay, good luck for the season, guys.
Thank you very
I
much.
feel like, 5 more minutes and I could have joined you on that field.
100%.
I am feeling so hyped now for this Monday, and I hope you are too, Mzansi. It has been such an honor to have you guys with us again, and all the best with the rest of the season. And all the best to you. We wish you a great Monday. We hope that the hip flexors are moving and that your brain is definitely in shape for the rest of this Monday. We'll see you straight after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for choosing to start your week with us and for helping us out. Yes, we do lean heavily on you guys. And this morning, I think both Carissa and I needed some stylistic help. And we asked if you guys could help Carissa choose between two beautiful denim date night outfits. One featuring a dark wash wide leg jean pant, a full suit. In fact, absolutely gorgeous. Denim maxi dress on the other side of that equation with a beautiful red waistcoat. I am confused. How have you guys felt about these two beautiful outfits? She looks great in both. So Bloom saying, morning Expresso, definitely option one. Carissa always looks glamorous in any outfit and style, definitely stunning as always. She is definitely a beauty. I hear you. I tell her this every day because I think as women we forget, and I say we loosely, obviously being a man. Karen Montgomery Smith saying, morning Expresso fam, she will definitely rock number one. Yeah, I get what you're saying. There's a vibe behind it. Thank you, Corin. Temba Lietler saying option one is giving me major date night vibes. That dark wash, wide leg jeans, statement stiletto combo sounds. Boom. I'm with you. Those stilettos are amazing. I have a feeling we could have gone with either one of these and Carissa would have felt absolutely amazing. I'm going to give you a tip here. Date night, yes, it's about giving your partner the most magical night they've ever had, but you've got to be feeling great as well. So make sure that you put in the effort so you feel like $1,000,000 so that when your partner sees you, they are breathless. And I can feel the breath leaving my body as my work wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you not breathe? Can you not catch your breath?
Sizzles her
Isn't
way
it
into
so
the studio.
cool? Oh
Are
my
you
gosh.
happy, my friend?
I'm so happy. The Canadian tuxedo is what I wanted. Wide leg pants, denim on denim, a little serpy moment, channeling my inner Hilda key, a bag to go with it, and the beautiful shoes. I honestly just feel like this is date night, date day, day breakfast.
Yeah.
I'll even stay with it going to bed. You know what I'm saying? My partner wouldn't mind.
My friend, hopefully not, is all I'm going to say. You look amazing, cinching in all the right places.
What we're saying.
Normally, a grown man has no right to talking about a lady in such a way, but she is my friend and she looks amazing. And I think sometimes she does forget just how gorgeous she looks. So share some love online and maybe share this outfit in your life because it is amazing. And you can get it, believe it or not, it's a real thing. You can go in-store, online, use the Woolies app. Will you look as good as my friend does?
I'm going to go with no, but maybe.
Not gonna have it.
Channel your inner 70s and look the part. We can't wait to see all the pics. With my bag to go, let's get straight into your 7 o'clock national headlines, where the Eastern Cape Health Department is investigating the deaths, and that's of 2 young boys from suspected food poisoning after 7 children were hospitalized in Msinsi. Now, the children aged 2 to 6 developed sudden symptoms, including vomiting and diarrhea. 2 were declared dead on arrival at hospital, while 4 have since been discharged and 1 remains in specialized care. Environmental health practitioners have temporarily closed a local spaza shop as a precaution. Now, Health MEC Ntokazi Kappa says organized or at least poisoning is suspected. Well, let's get into your next bit of local news, where South Africa's agricultural sector is poised for growth following a new trade deal with China that offers tariff-free access to several local products. Trade Minister Parks Tau signed the framework agreement in Beijing during Joint Economic and Trade Commission talks. Now, the China-Africa Economic Partnership Agreement is expected to lead to an early harvest agreement by March 2026. FNB senior agricultural economist Paul Makube says the deal could help farmers export higher value produce, diversify markets, and unlock further investment, including expanded production and increased demand for agricultural land. In your international news making headlines, Ukraine's foreign minister says a face-to-face meeting between the Ukrainian and Russian presidents is needed to resolve remaining issues in peace talks, arguing that only US President Donald Trump can broker a deal. Now, Kiev wants to build momentum from US-led negotiations before political pressures shift later this year. While most points is a 20-item peace framework are agreed, sensitive issues such as territory and control of nuclear infrastructure remain unresolved. Now, despite no breakthrough in recent talks, a prisoner exchange has been completed and Ukraine has agreed to further discussions. In other news, King Charles and Queen Camilla will host Nigerian President Bola Tinubu on the country's first UK state visit in 37 years. Now, the visit, scheduled for March, highlights improving diplomatic and economic relations between the two countries. State visits are a key form of soft power diplomacy, combining ceremonial pageantry with political engagement. Now, trade between the UK and Nigeria is worth more than £8 billion annually, making Nigeria one of Britain's most important African partners. Now, the visit follows a new trade and investment partnership signed last year. Closing off with this story where rock history is striking a joyful chord as the guitar Kurt Cobain played on the era-defining Smells Like Teen Spirit heads to auction next month. The 1966 Fender Mustang leads the celebrated Jim Isery collection, a treasure chest of instruments that shaped 20th century music. Now it shares the spotlight with Beatles' magic, including handwritten Hey Jude lyrics, and also Ringo Starr's famous Ludwig drum that helped launch Beatlemania in the United States. Guitars linked to Eric Clapton, Jerry Garcia, as well as Dave Gilmour add to the star power. Now expected to fetch up to $5 million, Cobain's guitar turns music nostalgia into a feel-good encore. That is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. It's time now for your Sports with Graham.
Oh, we are back on top, baby. Let's start with Sevens rugby in the Blitzboks, claiming the Perth Sevens crown with a gritty 21-19 win over a very physical Fiji, snapping now a season-long struggle against our old rivals. Ryan Oosthuizen, he starred with 2 crucial tries, including a bulldozing second-half effort, and that as the Blitzboks defended superbly later on in the game to secure their second title of the campaign, and now, importantly, moved to second on the overall series log. Showed a lot of heart with this weekend. Now let's get into the international rugby click as England launched their Six Nations campaign in style, hammering Wales 48-7 at Twickenham, with Henry Arundel scoring a first-half hat-trick, then George Ford doing what he does, pulling the strings from the back. Then in Rome, Italy piled pressure on Scotland. Coach Gregor Townsend with a very impressive 18-15 victory, leading throughout, in fact, in atrocious conditions to claim a statement opening round win. Have a feeling that one's going to matter a little bit later on in the campaign. Well, campaigns have begun in earnest in the T20 World Cup, and Sri Lanka rode Kamindi Mendy's 44 of just 19 balls and a dominant spin display to beat Ireland by 20 runs in Colombo to opening their account. India avoided a shock defeat as Surya Komadia Dubs unbeaten 84, and then Mohammad Siraj's 3 for 29 sealed their 29-run win over the USA in Mumbai. Well, Pakistan, they were pushed hard, but ultimately scrambled past the Netherlands by 3 wickets, thanks to Fahim Ashraf's unbeaten 29 of 11. The Proteas, they opened their account at 3:30 up against Canada later today. Now let's get back into the tail of the tape of football this weekend. Back to club action as one club continues to shine. Arsenal moved clear again at the top of the Premier League after their 3-0 win over Sunderland. Well, Martin Zubamendi, he scored, and Victor Gyökeres netting twice, in fact. Then Man United continued their unbelievable run of form at the moment. Everyone is scratching their heads. They beat Tottenham 2-0. While Man City, they also did well, struck late to beat Liverpool 2-1 at Anfield and cut Arsenal's lead to 6 points. It's an interesting season and the fans are loving it. So we'll support the fans of football for this one, but that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll talk a little Six Nations in just a moment. Adrian's going to be stepping in for that. Right now, let's see how the weather's looking in your neck of the woods.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's see what's happening on your roads for the first time this morning. We get started out in Durban North, where roadworks are underway on the N2, and that's in both directions between the KwaMashu and Umdloti interchange. Now, lane restrictions are in place as we speak. Road users are urged to drive carefully if you're headed out that way. Well, from Durban, let's move on over to Cape Town out in Goodwood, where the N7 southbound at the N1 inbound ramp is experiencing heavy congestion. Drivers headed that way should also expect delays if it is part of your morning commute. Sticking in Cape Town but heading out to Paarl, congestion has been reported on the R300 northbound at Old Paarl Road. Now motorists should expect delays, and remember to always drive safely as you head on out there. Well, that is where we leave your roads for this hour. Let's check in with what's happening in your weather. Starting out in Polokwane, now this morning you get started with some partly cloudy conditions. Your temperatures will be ranging between 17 and 31 degrees Celsius, with moderate winds expected from the east. Now, beautiful weather is expected for the rest of the week, with temperatures in the lower 30s. Well, let's move over to Klerksdorp next, where you can expect scattered, mostly sunny conditions for your region. Temperatures will start off with a low of 18 and climb to 31 degrees today, with winds that are moderate coming through from the north. A rainfall is expected come Wednesday and beyond. Out in Pretoria today, you'll experience mostly sunny skies with light winds that are expected from the northeast. As far as your temperatures are concerned, they range between 18 and 31 degrees today. Enjoy the hot weather and always remember that SPF on hand. Let's move over to Johannesburg next, where today you'll experience partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will range between a low of 16 and a high of 28 degrees today, with light winds coming through from the north. Great weather until we hit the pre-weekend on Thursday, where it takes its turn. Mbombela, you're up next, where today brings warm, sunny conditions with light winds coming through from the east. Temperatures will start off with a low of 19 and peak at 30 today. There's a low chance of rain, but do be aware that as the week develops, the chances of rain increases. Bloemfontein today brings mostly partly cloudy conditions to your side of town, accompanied by afternoon showers with chances of thunderstorms as well. Now, moderate winds are expected to come through from the north, and today will bring you a low of 17 and a high of 28 degrees, and that weather pattern does continue with wet weather. Out in Richards Bay today, you'll experience mostly sunny skies. Your temperatures are sitting at 24 as your low and 31 as your high, with strong winds with gusts of up to 31 kilometers per hour from the northeast. We head to Durban next, where you start your week off with isolated thunderstorms for your side. Temperatures will range between 24 and 29 degrees. Now, winds will be moderate coming through from the northeast. Temperatures between the lower or at least higher 20s and lower 30s are expected for the week. Well, what's happening in Mthatha? Today you'll experience thunderstorms. Temperatures will start off with a low of 19 and reach a high of 28 degrees. Light winds are expected from the southeast. Now, heavy rainfall is also expected for the rest of the week. We turn our eyes to Cradock next, where your region will experience thunderstorms. Temperatures will range between a low of 17 and a high of 29 degrees, with moderate winds coming through from the north. A rainfall is expected for the rest of your week, so brace yourselves for a wet one. Out in Gqeberha, you'll experience light afternoon rainfall. Temperatures ranging between 22 and 27 degrees today, with moderate winds coming through from the east. Warm temperatures in the upper 20s accompanied by rain is forecast for the rest of the week. Well, let's see what Gorgeous George is looking like. 19 is your start today with a 26-degree high. You'll also experience some rainfall throughout today, as well as light winds that can be expected to come through from the southeast. The wet weather pattern is expected to continue over the next few days. Well, out in the mother city this morning in Cape Town, you start your Monday with partly cloudy skies and some light rainfall. Strong winds are expected from the south. Our temperatures will start off with the chilly low of 20 and then work its way up to just 25 degrees today. Now, windy weather does continue over the next couple of days, and that brings us into Sutherland, where you'll experience afternoon thunderstorms on your side of town. Temperatures ranging between 13 and 23 today. Now, moderate winds are expected from the northwest, with temperatures in their mid to higher 20s expected for the rest of the week. Well, out in Kimberley today, you'll have some isolated thunderstorms to your region. Temperatures ranging between a low of 18 and a high of 29 degrees. Moderate winds are expected to come through from the north, and rainfall is expected throughout the rest of the week. Let's see what's happening in Uppington. Today you'll experience morning showers accompanied by light winds from the northwest. Temperatures, they start off with a warm 19 and reach a high of 36 degrees today. Now, high temperatures are forecast for the rest of the week, with its peak reaching Wednesday at 39 degrees. And all of that brings us into our sunrise view of this hour. Earlier on, we saw what Eastern London looks like, or East London looks like rather. Let's check out Valito through the eyes of Austin. Another fabulous morning view. We love to see it. All I'm saying is that if I woke up Austin with this as my morning view every day, there is no reason to have a blue Monday or feel sad any day of the week. And we do wish you a beautiful, beautiful Monday ahead. Thank you for setting us up really nicely as we enter into the second hour of the show. And remember that you're more than welcome to share your morning view with us. Our WhatsApp line remains open to receive any images. But it's just gone a few minutes after 7. Let's get into the second hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
As the sports has taught us, even the Giants will have an off day, my friend. Now, all of us can have those bad days. And whether you're suffering from acute or chronic constipation right now, Aspen's got you. Aspen offers a range of laxatives tailored to your needs. Whether you are seeking rapid, gradual, or long-term relief, Aspen offers a range of laxatives suitable for various age groups as well. And that's from literally infants through to adults. And that can help so much in our younger ones. You can trust South Africa's value-leading laxatives company to offer a suitable laxative for you and for your family. So please visit the Expresso social media pages if you need any more information. Go empower yourself.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
Also to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we can't wait to get into that winning energy because it's all about the Coup Color Your Plate Season 4 winner. And yes, we'll introduce you to them and maybe do a little bit of cooking. Not only that, we definitely want to make sure that in 2020 Fix, we are fixing our finances. Let's learn how to manage our money together. And we brought in the perfect person to do exactly that. So we'll dive into that conversation straight after this break.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
And welcome back. Listen, I gave you a heads up. I let you know that we are going to get into money talks. I don't know if that needs a trigger warning or not, but I'm really excited to just get into a space that we're managing our money together. Now, as mentioned, we have brought in the expert upon experts to get into it. But we do know that money is one of the biggest stresses for many South Africans. You're not the only one. Yet it's something most of us were never taught how to actually manage at the end of the day, from first salaries to saving and also spending and big life decisions. Money shapes just so much of our adult lives. And in her new book, released just last month, Boss Your Money, fantastic name, Nokuhle Kumalo takes an honest, practical look, especially at how we can earn, use, and think about our money, and why so many hardworking people still feel financially stuck. Now, it's all about building smarter habits, and I can't wait to do exactly that today. So, Nokuhle, welcome and thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I love that intro.
No,
I just
listen,
steal it.
I had to set you up because when it comes to money in South Africa, we get a little sensitive, you know? And I think a lot of us don't have that financial literacy when it does come to managing what we should. So when it came to your book, Boss Your Money, I'm so here for the name. Tell us why you specifically wrote this for the audience that is South African.
So it actually started off as just making a few bite-sized videos on YouTube, and then another book, and then finally Boss Your Money.
Yeah.
And the whole point of this is that I felt like no one taught us about money, and we all just figure it out along the way.
Right.
And that usually leads to very expensive mistakes. So I was like, no ways, surely there's a way. Surely there's a formula I can follow. And I did some research, and I asked some questions, and that's how we got Boss Your Money.
Oh my goodness. So does this mean that you've always been fantastic with your money?
No.
No. So you also learned from a few mistakes along the way?
Of course.
Okay,
of course.
good. That means we can trust you even more.
I mean, if that's how you take it, that's fine.
Yeah, because you've been in our shoes, in our position, and I can't wait to be the boss of my money too. But you do speak about the money habits that we inherit. And that's a big one, coming from our guardians, our parents. How early do those habits actually start planting a seed for our future?
They start quite young.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the first 18 years of your life when you're under your parents, and not just your parents, because even your uncles and aunts, you interact with those people, you see how they are with their own money, and you internalize it. So we learn a lot about money from the people that we spend a lot of time with. And I mean, our parents try their best, but they're also not always the perfect people to look to. They don't know all the answers. And to be fair, the answers haven't been written in a way that normal people can understand.
Yeah.
I get confused, and I'm a whole chartered accountant. So it's like, imagine if I didn't have a finance background, I'd be even more lost. And that's why I wrote Boss Your Money.
So you're telling me I can pick this up and understand it, right?
Yep.
Layman terms, simple.
I promise you, I even had a tussle with the editor. They tried to change it
Zhuzh it up.
and make it sound really nice. I'd be like, no, we're losing the concept.
100%.
It needs to be straightforward.
Yeah.
Anyone can pick it up and understand what's going on.
Wow, speak to people where they're at. I'm here for it. Also, the pink just has me. Learn the wealth creation formula. Sign me up to that math,
I'm
okay?
in my pink era, okay?
Come on, girl, the nails,
codes, everything.
I am here for it. And I love the no fluff approach that you've really taken when it comes to this. And as you said, it was quite intentional, right? When we talk about our parents as well, I think they weren't even given the tools. So they figuring it out, they trying to stay above water, we seeing them kind of in survival mode a lot of the times, we picking up on those habits. But please tell me that it's not the end. As the rain comes down in the mother city.
You know, rain is a good sign.
It's
So I'm like, you know,
blessings.
blessings, it's okay. We're going to be rich after this. So I feel like I wanted to interrogate what our parents knew.
Yeah.
And there's obviously in the book, we discuss that there's things that you should keep. Because it's not, you don't have to recreate the wheel. There's stuff that they did that was really great, so keep that. But then there's also stuff where it's like, actually, this might not work. Let's try a different approach. So that's what we discuss in Boss Your Money. It's no fluff because I don't speak about hypothetical things. I talk about real things that are happening in people's real lives. And you know, whenever we do these books and videos, we always say this is not financial advice. And the reason we say that is because you and I don't have the same financial life, so I can't tell you what's working for me.
Yeah.
But in the book, I try to discuss all approaches so that at the end of it, you can pick what works best for you.
Tell me I can use a highlighter and a pen and annotate the heck out of that book.
I already have. I
Okay,
have sticky
good.
notes, so
Yes.
I don't believe in keeping a clean book.
Yeah.
Highlight,
Yeah.
flag, do what you need to do. It's yours.
Okay.
Okay, it's yours.
Oh, that's mine. Okay, you heard her. She said that one is my one. All right. Thank you so much for blessing us with the knowledge, though, most importantly. I think for someone who feels behind, I think, and overwhelmed financially, because it does get a little bit sink or swim at the end of the day, what's maybe the first shift that they can even make today?
I think honestly, just understand your numbers.
Yeah.
Sit back, ask yourself, how much am I making? How much am I spending? Because a lot of us will be stuck in this cycle that, oh my goodness, I don't have money. But you haven't actually put it on paper to see, this is what I make. This is when it goes out.
Sure.
We're always in survival mode. So just make a budget. And when I bring up budget,
The B word.
I know. Everyone's always like, oh no, I have to go on a financial diet.
Excel.
No. A budget is just you putting on paper what you're already doing.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect. And if you're not happy with how you're spending it, you can always adjust every single month. That's the nice thing about money.
Yeah.
You're always learning. You can always improve.
Yeah.
Just take it one step at a time.
And it's not a static thing. It's like energy. Where are you placing it? Where are you putting it? Where are you spending it? We've got part 2 coming up with Nkuhle in just a little bit, but there's always something for you, Mzansi. Many of us are a bit overwhelmed and struggling, so we want to make sure that you also get in on this, and we're giving away 1 copy of Boss Your Money by the gorgeous Nkuhle Khumalo to 1 lucky viewer. Now, to enter, just tell us what's 1 money habit you'd like to improve this year. It can be big, it can be small, it doesn't matter. Let us know on our social pages before 3 p.m. today. It is the 9th of February, and one of these books could be coming your way. This year, 2026, we're making sure that our finances are managed and doing even better than they were before.
Oh, it's raining all around us now. Hopefully that is blessing us, a bit of providence there. And when they say our money can be quite, or it's not static, sometimes I wish it would be a bit more static. Just stick around, or maybe a whole lot more could be sticking around you right now. You can, in fact, double your winning chances if you play your daily lotto today. Why? Because daily lotto has 450,000 Rand waiting in the jackpot. Then the newly added daily lotto plus has a further 150,000 Rand in your Monday jackpot. So please don't get left behind. Get your tickets in store. You can go nationallottery.co.za. That's their website. You can use their mobile app. Even your cell phone banking will have a little drop down in the app. Just do it. All the deets will be up on the Expresso socials, so you can check them out and make sure you put yourself in the running to win big. If you play your daily lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand, and then Lotto Plus for 150,000 Rand. All the best of luck. Of course, with all that money, you want to boss it. And we're going to continue our incredible discussion with Nkuhle in just a moment, taking control with a no-fluff conversation about our budget, about our finances, because it's ours and we need to take the reins. Then Aid steps in to talk Six Nations rugby in just a moment. We'll chew on that after this.
Make 2026 your breakthrough year. You could win a 200,000 Rand study bursary and a laptop with Richfield. Head over to Expresso's social pages and tell us how a Richfield study bursary would enrich your future and help you reach your goals. Use hashtag YourFutureEnriched and hashtag Richfield. Then click the link in the post to complete your entry. Entries close 13th February. T's and C's apply. Visit expressoshow.com.
Zanzi, we're back. Kaleo Plate with Cool returns for season 5 to your screens.
This year, we are not just looking for a cooking star, we're looking for
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Now, earlier on, we looked at why understanding money is so important and why so many people actually feel stuck. Now we get into more practical terms with Boss Your Money which tackles everyday realities like salaries, debt, saving, and also long-term goals without judgment, most importantly, and without the hype all around it. It's about learning how to work with what you have today and building confidence over time. Now, author joining us on the couch this morning is Nokuhle Kumalo, and she's still with us to come through with the gems. But first of all, we said before, look at the cover. It is beautiful. It makes you want to open it. It makes you want to indulge and read. And honestly, when I check it out, lots of practical ways to go about doing this as well, Nokuhle. So thank you for that.
Thank
You introduced the idea, though, and it says so on the cover too, of the wealth creation formula and how we got to learn it too. So what does that actually mean?
So I'm a practical person. I don't like subjective things. So I was like, let's see if I can put it into like a formula. I love maths. My dad will be proud to hear that.
I'm sure you will.
So I was like, let me figure it out. So the formula is actually make more money, make as much money as you can, spend less, like keep your expenses minimal. But also in that, it's not to say live a humble life. I do not want to live a humble life. I love the finer things, but it's being very conscious of the upgrades, the lifestyle things that you're doing. Like, don't do it just because it's the hype. Do you really want to do it? Does it bring you value? And then there's like another element of keeping it like wherever you've invested for time. So be patient. A lot of people want quick money. They want to get
Immediate
rich now.
return,
But chances are you're going to fall for a scam if you're going to want this quick rich. So time, you know, there's a whole formula. It's in chapter, I think it's chapter 2 or 4. I can't remember, but it explains it there. But the key thing is time. Give it time.
Sure.
Time is your biggest, it's your magic multiplier.
Yeah. You're asking for a lot, but it's okay. We're going to listen to you. We're going to trust you.
You're young. You can do it.
Thank you for saying that. I'll take it. Now, many people feel they don't earn enough. Like you said, we want to make more money. But even as a starting point, savings sometimes feels so out of reach for many people when they're just barely making it month to month. So how do you kind of challenge that mindset realistically?
I think starting wherever you are. Stop wanting to, because a lot of people say, oh, I'll save or invest when I've got a lot more money or when I've got my promotion. But the thing is, if you struggle to save 100 Rand, you're going to struggle to save 100,000 Rand. And when it comes to things like investing, there's so many platforms now, and you can invest for as little as 10 Rand. Just obviously with this, people need to be safe. They need to understand that it is registered with the FSCA, because if it isn't, then potentially just giving your money away. But you don't need to overhype it. You don't need to have $1 million to start investing. And the earlier you start, the better. I told you, time. Is the magic multiplier. Yeah.
Well, I love to see it because honestly, you think with the little you have, you need to then put away 10,000 Rand, but you're making 10,000 Rand. But just with the tiny bit of steps, you can actually keep building over time. I love the milestones that you cover in the book as well. Buying a car, even buying a home, which is a big deal for many people as well, right? So what do people often get wrong before making those huge decisions?
I think people overcommit. Maybe with the house, it's a bit harder because the bank will usually give you a lot of stuff to do to prove. But I know with the car, sometimes people will buy a car and you think the only cost is the monthly installment.
No.
But it's actually the installment. It's insurance. It's the tracker. It's the fuel. There's a lot. And you might have speeding tickets if you break the law, which you shouldn't. But there's a lot that goes into it, and you can't really change your mind and say, actually, I don't want the car anymore. It's not that simple. So I think if people are trying to make a big decision, they should try build up to it. Like take 3 or 6 months where you're just pretending like you already have the car. And if you can live your life normally with that installment being put away, then you're ready for the car. But if you feel like you're pinching at the end of the month, some months you can't save the full amount, maybe you need to rethink the type of car you want, or if you actually can afford a car.
100%.
At all. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with public transport, y'all. We all did it for many years before we committed to the very big decision of getting a car.
Also, second-hand cars are actually not that bad either.
100%.
So, yeah.
But I think consumers are already on this vibe, so.
Well, there you go. And if you would like to go deeper into the vibe, you know where to go. We're bossing our money in 2026. And listen, one of you also can win a copy of it. And I'm so excited for you to get your hands on some practical tips to really step it up when it comes to your financial literacy. She really gave us something so great, Nokuhle Kumalo, and we can't wait for you to enjoy this. So what is your one money habit that you're hoping to improve this year? That's the question you have to answer by 3 p.m. today across our socials. You can find us at Expresso Show. Of course, T's and C's do apply and can be found on our website. Thank you again, Nokuhle. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, absolutely love that. Hopefully Nokuhle enjoyed that moment. She does so much for the people around her, this network that she's growing. Hopefully she has taken that moment for herself and gets her flowers, girl, because that was the best advice ever. I love this kind of no fluff nonsense. It is the right way to speak to me about money. Don't make it big. Don't make it too complicated. I love that as a jumping point. And in fact, so much of what we've been talking about with Nokuhle really comes down to knowing yourself. Just being realistic and honest with yourself. Know your habits, your values, and the choices that you make every day, because you can't truly build the life that you want if you don't first understand who you are. Who are you?
Who are you? That's the question. It is a motivational Monday, and we are asking those really hard questions. It ties in perfectly with our message of the day. Now, this morning, the clip is a powerful reminder of exactly that. So let's dive right in. Oh, my fave.
Do not go through your life asleep and then ask yourself, how did I end up here? Because you will end up somewhere. And if you don't like it and you're 35, it's a lot harder to make those changes. You can make them. You can make changes at any age. But if you just keep floating along where life takes you without asking yourself what you like, and by the way, it's very hard to know what you like if you don't know who you are. And many people were raised in environments where they didn't have a chance to discover who they are. Many people have been in lives that are about surviving and they don't have time to ask themselves those questions. But you can carve out 5 minutes a night and say, what did I like about today? What worked today?
Yeah, and how do I find more of that?
Correct.
Yes.
What felt good today? And then, oh, that felt good. What felt good about it? And name it. And really understand that for yourself.
If you have not checked out Emma's podcast, please do yourself a favor and do it. And Tracy Ellis Ross.
Absolutely amazing. What hit home for me, I've been struggling with an issue with my daughter in particular at the moment with the regulation thing. And I'm realizing this is feeding very much off that. If you don't give your children the tools to assess what works and what doesn't within their own space, and we've become so far kind of distanced from that notion, we often don't identify those things for ourselves. If it feels good, why? If it feels bad, why? What is it telling you about yourself?
Well, let's see what you had to say. I was just talking to God about how grateful I am to finally know and be comfortable with who I am and also what my values are, right? Soon enough, everything around me will be in alignment with exactly that.
I hope we didn't cut your conversation short, but I like that.
That's
I like you were in the midst.
be.
You were in the midst. Art in her heart says the most meaningful part of discovering who you are is learning to embrace your own path without comparing your journey to anyone else's. Your journey is yours.
That's a note that I'll take with me.
I was going to say I wasn't looking, but I did raise my eyebrows in your direction. No, it's near impossible not to compare ourselves to others or that societal set where we are supposed to be. The bottom line is you are who you are, and until you figure out who you are, you're not going to know where you're going. Well, we kind of know where we're going. For a quick break. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to get excited about life. I know there are so many elements that have got us pumped this year already, and this for us is massive. Colour Your Plate with Koo is back, one of the best foodie platforms in existence, and this season it's bigger, it's bolder, and it's packed with even more flavour, if you can imagine, with the return of fan favourite all-stars and a brand new group of Mzansi's starrings ready to shine. Now, season 5 kicks off on the 15th of Feb on SABC2, but before the season begins, we are catching up with the winner of Colour Your Plate with Koo season 4, Sandanati Mashita. She's here to fill us in on what she's been up to since, of course, that massive win and what we can expect from the exciting season ahead. Can we give her a massive round of applause, please? Never gets old, hey? The applause never gets old. Welcome back.
Thank you.
I can almost feel your heart rate go up the second you walk into the studio space.
PTSD.
I know this. I've been through a cooking reality show. It's just crazy. This one is insane. There is something so exciting about the transformation. So talk us through your transformation, girl. How has life been since the big win?
It's been so amazing. You know, if not the win itself, but working in the Koo kitchen has been so uplifting for me, and just elevating the Koo products themselves. But for me in my life, I think the win has just allowed me to build my brand, to work on my business. It's just really given me an up in life that I really, really needed.
Has that vision shifted? Because doors have opened now. I'm going to say the glass ceiling has kind of been smashed.
Yes.
And you can go in a lot of different directions now. You can be a boss, girl, of an empire, you know, now that that door has been opened to you. Do you feel yourself expanding? Are you going deeper into your foodie space? Do you feel yourself becoming an entrepreneur? What stood out for you in this progression?
For me, it was definitely the entrepreneurial spirit. As soon as I won, I knew I didn't want to work for anybody. You know, I have what it takes. I won Colour Your Plate with Koo season 4. You know, I have what it takes to be an entrepreneur. So I built my brand, actually. It's called Food by a Foodie. And it's where I do my own kind of reinvention on food to people who watched me on TV and want the experience the way they saw it.
I can do that. I can do that.
You know?
There's a thing about Colour Your Plate with Koo that does feed into that energy of, I'm a home cook, but I love it. I'm passionate. I know flavours. Why don't I just back myself and do something?
Exactly.
But then we put a time pressure on it. We slap 3 superstar foodie judges, you know, with 3-star Michelin Steph. You know, it's a different level of pressure.
It is.
What advice do you have for the all-stars going through that trauma again this year?
Look, outside of the pressure, it's a fun kitchen. I definitely think coming in with the game plan to win, but coming with the game plan to not do too much to the ingredients. You know, the ingredients are amazing themselves. What I think I did in the season was not to reinvent them too much so that even the person at home can cook. So I think it's all about coming with the game plan. That's what I did, and I think that's what I won.
Do you feel you are a cook with purpose? Do you follow your passions and the things you're enjoying, or is there an overarching goal here? Do you want to make your mark in a particular way? And I say that because often in a kitchen like this, having that vibe, having your X factor, it can really help you if you are driven by purpose. Are you cooking for someone? Are you honoring someone when you cook? What is that for you?
I am actually honoring myself. I'm someone that's really, I actually didn't even think I was going to win this season. That's how hard I am on myself.
Sure.
So I think building Food by a Foodie, my business, was mostly to tell myself that I can do it.
A love letter to self.
Yes, it's a love letter to myself. It's to say thank you for taking us through season 4. And it's to say, you know, we can do this, and we can show other people at home that we can do this.
Then there's the competition within the competition, because season 5 are going to be wanting to beat season 4's creativity. Now there's a level of collaboration, I think, that's going to come to bear. What are you expecting from this all-star season?
I'm expecting ×2 of a challenge as opposed to past season. Working with teams is tough. Working in a team with someone you do not know is tougher. So I don't know what they're doing with this season 5, but I'm so excited to see the toughness of it all.
Yeah, 'cause
actually,
you've got to be resilient as
you
a
have
chef,
to
right?
Be. You have to be, and you have to work with whatever's been given to you, especially the people. So I'm excited
Yeah.
to see the duos, how they work, the stirrings, the new competition. I really, really am.
And I love the fact that we are backing the stirrings, those that feed and prop up our communities every day. So to all the kokos, the mamas, those running the ECDs, looking after all of our kids, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to all the winners and the all-stars who have created this unforgettable journey and the unforgettable flavors that are inspiring us along the way. Color your plate with Koo. It is amazing, and it continues to celebrate Mzansi's stirrings and the power of proudly local cooking and all the colors, baby. Season 5, best yet. Promises even more passion, more creativity, and yes, some unforgettable kitchen moments. We have the good and the bad. The excitement continues as we are going to head into our own kitchen, in fact, so don't go anywhere. I am getting a little bit hungry. I think we are ready for breakfast, yes?
Yes, I'm ready to cook you some breakfast.
Zanzi, we're back. Color Your Plate with Koo returns for season 5 to your screens.
This year, we are not just looking for a cooking star. We're looking for Zanzi's stirring duo.
We are bringing back 6 all-stars from previous seasons who will pair up with 6 new talents to compete for the title.
It's bigger, bolder, and more flavorful.
Celebrate the stirrings with us on the new season of Color Your Plate with Koo.
Starts Sunday, 15 February at 7 p.m. only on SABC2.
We're so excited to get straight into this, and after that inspiring conversation, we can't wait to talk through a beautiful recipe that is before us. It is comforting, creamy, and incredibly versatile. It's basically 2 things coming together that you might have in your house. Parmesan polenta with leftover roasted vegetables. Perfect example of frugal feasting done right. Now, polenta is a cheap, hearty staple that transforms leftover roasted vegetables into something warm and satisfying. So, Sandanati, thank you for still being here. And congrats again for everything and your successes and the beauty of it all. So let's talk through the recipe, because I need to know how to do it before we get into it.
Okay.
Polenta. I think it's like pap, but it's not pap.
It is, exactly. It's exactly that.
Okay, so tell me.
It's a yellow pap.
It's a yellow
I would say.
pap.
That's what it is, guys. Nothing more, nothing
So
less.
made out of not maize.
But
is it corn? It's corn.
Yes. So
okay.
it's ground up corn as opposed to maize. So it gives you a bit of a sweeter kind of flavor. It's as coarse as pap would be. And with this one, I think you can always just flavor it the way you want.
Yeah.
And so today we'll be flavoring it with our Parmesan. So Parmesan is not only creamy, but it's also very salty. So you rarely ever have to add salt to it. So it creates that creaminess, that texture. Obviously, butter is a need. I don't know if
more butter, more better on everything, in everything.
I'm the biggest fan of butter. So
real butter at that.
Yeah, not the mushroom.
Not for this recipe. Okay, so we bring those together with some stock, cook it up nicely.
Yes, you could use water, but stock is way better because it kind of enhances the flavors. And again, we're doing with mixed veg, so you really want that umami, warm kind of flavor going on. So it's very simple, very straight to the point, but it is very, very effective. If you want to just zhuzh it up, not always pap.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe then on a Wednesday you're throwing in a bit of polenta.
You know, just shock the family a little bit.
I love that. Keep them on their toes. Keep them guessing.
I'm excited for dinner.
This is what I'm saying.
This is what this is for.
And on a meat-free Monday, I think this is such a beautiful combination. So we also have leftover roasted vegetables.
Yes, the leftovers are very important. You know, people really don't know what to do with leftovers.
Right.
So today what we're doing is we're just creating, you know, a midweek meal, something very light just to have. So all we're doing is just warming them up and re-seasoning them because, you know, it's been sitting in the fridge. You want to kind of bring those flavors up a bit.
Yes,
and that's
resurrect them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, you could add some chili flakes if you want, if you like a little bit of spice. But, you know, you want something very muted for the family. You know, if they want to zhuzh it up the way they want, then they can. So today we're just doing a little bit of warm-up with that, adding with the polenta.
And look how it's served. You cannot tell me that's not a gourmet 10 out of 10 meal. My goodness. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. We have to taste it to make sure that we judge. Because I don't know that I've had polenta before.
No.
So I'm going to grab us... Do we eat it with a spoon or a fork?
We eat it with a spoon.
A spoon. I'll grab us 2 spoons.
Treat it like pap, you know?
Okay, but not with our hands, though.
No.
And then we garnished it with some parsley and chili flakes.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Oh, I didn't want to ruin it. Okay, I see texture-wise.
Right, the texture is very pap-like, but taste is so different. Do you like it? As a first?
I love it. What does that taste like? It's creamy, salty, flavorful. You don't miss the meat. You don't miss the chicken, the yams, nothing.
Enjoy it as it is. And that gravy is also very umami. You know, it's almost like you had meat, then you took it out. So it has that bit of flavor in there. So it makes the vegetables so much better than what you would think.
What sorcery is this? I love to see it, and that's exactly why she was crowned the winner, because my goodness, this recipe can be found on expressoshow.com. Scan the QR code, do the things that need to be done. Surprise the family. Listen, Valentine's Day is coming. And make sure that your man's, your woman's, whatever it is, eats well. So from Koo, of course, your life has developed, grown exponentially.
Yes.
You've got a business.
Yes.
Tell me more about it.
So I am basically a concept private chef. So my business is called Food by a Foodie, where I do concept events for people, and I also just do private chef events. And we do different kind of foods, you know, something that like polenta, something people have never really had, but we serve it in a way. I mean, what Koo has showed me is that it doesn't need to be expensive to be good.
It's
you
true.
know, anything that you have at home can be gourmet. So it's what I do bring to my clients, you know, very creative kind of meals, but something that if I were to leave it, if I were to leave them with a recipe,
They can recreate.
Exactly. You know?
And resourceful as well.
Exactly.
Use what you have in your house.
Don't outsource everything. You know, it's far how you can take a Koo big bean, guys.
Yeah, listen.
It's very far.
If y'all have taught us anything, it's exactly that. Thank you so much for bringing the energy, the vibes, the good food.
Thank you for having
and the
me.
inspiration and ideas. We are cooking again later, Mzansi, so do stick around for that. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We can't wait to get into it. In the meantime, leave us alone with the plate, please. It's just, give us some privacy.
Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we talk a little rugger. No Springboks present for this one. It's the Six Nations, and it burst into life with a dramatic opening weekend as France looked very strong, producing a statement win over Ireland. Italy shocked Scotland, putting more pressure on the coach in brutal Roman conditions, we're going to call it. Was a tough one. And then, of course, England, they kind of ran riot against Wales at Twickenham. To unpack all the big talking points from round one of the Six Nations, we are joined by our sports presenter, Adrian Endley from Good Hope FM.
Whoop, whoop.
got the street cred, man.
Yeah.
Because we're talking European football.
No, exactly.
I got both in.
I got to fit in, yeah.
Where do we begin? DuPont, Jalibert. Should we begin there? I think they are going to win the Six Nations, those two players.
Yeah.
Now, how important is that combo for a very, very slick-looking French team?
Definitely. I mean, we saw the attack did numbers against Ireland, especially in that first half of the match. And I think it sort of shows that it's not just the DuPont show. You know, there are other French players there.
It's a reason why he is able to play as well as he.
Exactly. But that sort of 9-10 partnership was definitely the sort of heartbeat of that attack. I mean, especially in the first half, they were absolutely amazing. Players like Ramos as well coming in as well just made the attack just so persistent. So definitely huge win, huge statement for them to start it off.
And this is the fear I have of this French team, because the slow burn is there ahead of another World Cup. They're building on a trajectory. A lot of those same players are there. You mentioned someone like Ramos.
Yeah.
He's got the experience now that very few other players in that berth have. So I'd be terrified. I tried to look for some meme about Ireland. Couldn't find anything. All I could find was Bismarck du Plessis breaking some hand strength thing. That's all they could talk about. Where is Ireland this year? Is this Irish team going to show up?
Look, they did sort of put up a fight in the second half. That first half was, they wrote it off completely.
Too much, yeah.
When their bench got a bit more involved in the second half, they did show some fight. The scoreline might look a bit more flattering to them than it should have been, but I don't think that they'll write themselves off just yet. I know there's lots of questions about the number 10 jersey, who should be having and all that. Hopefully they'll put that to bed and this will be a good wake-up call for them, because we need someone to challenge France.
Yeah, I know. There are players saying like they won't even make a local franchise team in South Africa. I'm just saying, man, it's rude. It's just rude. Italy used to be the team that everyone was questioning. Now Wales kind of have that. Italy looked so good, really testing conditions to show that kind of level of physicality and nuance. That's when actually the details become even more important in a game like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, absolutely bucketing down in Rome. Yeah. The Colosseum over there. Azzurri definitely stepped up. You know, it's interesting. I wonder if them playing against the Springboks 3 times in the last year helped them, because they were so dominant. They were so physical. I mean, they won all their scrums, and that definitely paid dividends in the end.
And it's, you know, we joke about Georgia, who are kind of on that list to possibly replace Wales.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's been decided yet, if that's going to actually kick in. Probably not this year, but when you see Wales perform the way that they did against, albeit it's England at Twickenham, opening game, making a statement and all that, but this Welsh team, I can't see who they would go to find an answer. No coach or superstar in that suburb-sized country is gonna prop them up. Has their time come in the Six Nations, do you think?
It feels sad to say, because obviously Wales, they're a great rugby nation. They have a lot of history.
Got their history, yeah.
But in recent years, man, they've tried different coaches, they've tried different styles. Players have come in. It's just not working. And maybe it is time to look at a team like Georgia, a team that can get physical, and say, let's give them a chance. Let's try and shift that. Obviously, if you're a purist, you want to say, no, keep Wales in. Doesn't matter how bad they are.
Georgia have won every gateway that we've put in front of them to say, prove yourself. They've kind of done that. I think they've dominated the subdivision for probably the last 2 decades, it seems. Looking at that scoreline, massive.
Yeah.
As an opening statement, is England the team to beat? I'm still feeling like France kind of looked a bit stronger.
Yeah, look, I definitely think France is still the team to beat. And if you had asked me before this weekend, I would have said it's definitely between France and Ireland. But England making a massive statement there. I know lots of English fans are very confident of their ability to potentially win this. I'm looking forward to that match between England and France a bit later in the competition.
Don't worry, the English press will destroy this English team before we even get close to that, my friend. Nothing cannibalizes a sports team quite like the English media. So much question around Northern and Southern Hemisphere rugby. As it always starts to swell up in the build-up year towards a World Cup. The URC has made that even more interesting. Are we starting to see that South African imprint up north? Do you kind of feel like we've shifted that needle a little bit?
Well, obviously, because we are the best rugby nation in the world.
That's why I can only find a Bismarck du Plessis handspring video online.
You know what's so interesting is I think the way that teams are sort of utilizing their bench now is definitely a sort of bomb squad factor that I've been seeing. I saw it in the Six Nations with many of the teams. And I just think, look, you can say what you want about Rassie. The man is a genius. The man has brought in tactics and things that we are seeing throughout not just rugby teams, but football teams as well, starting to implement some of his tactics. So I don't want to be too, too blowing our own trumpet here, but I definitely think we're seeing that influence within these sort of Northern Hemisphere teams.
The mind-blowing thing for me is we're probably going to see Springboks that we haven't even heard of yet in the next World Cup. And saying that statement out loud, considering the 3 players' depth we have in every position right now, might sound ridiculous, but that's the deal, yo. South African rugby in a good place. Just go and look at some of the school derby games if you want to understand just how good. Buddy, we love you. Thank you for putting yourself through all that European rugby. It's okay, man.
It's okay,
we got to do it because we're part of the URC now. No, well done. England making a statement. France, I think, still the team to beat.
Well, thank you so much, gents, for that lovely conversation. It's just brought the time to seconds before 8 o'clock, which means it is time for your national news headlines, where South Africa has announced its first locally developed foot and mouth disease vaccine in 20 years, as authorities respond to the country's worst outbreak in decades. Now, developed by the Agricultural Research Council, the vaccine supports efforts to inoculate 80% of the national cattle herd. Now, initial production will reach 20,000 doses a week from March, increasing to 200,000 by 2027. Now, the move reduces reliance on imports and strengthens vaccine sovereignty. Western Cape authorities have also introduced a 21-point plan to contain outbreaks in affected areas. In other national news, the Eastern Cape Health Department is investigating the deaths of 2 young boys from suspected food poisoning after 7 children were hospitalized in Mzinzi. Now, the children, aged 2 to 6, developed sudden symptoms, including vomiting and diarrhea. 2 were declared dead on arrival at hospital, while 4 have since been discharged and 1 remains in specialized care. Environmental health practitioners have temporarily closed a local spaza shop as a precaution. Now, Health MEC in Tondakazi Xapa says organophosphate or poisoning is suspected. In your international news making headlines, Ethiopia has called on Eritrea to withdraw troops it claims are operating inside Ethiopian territory, accusing its neighbor of aggression and supporting rebel groups. Now, the demand was made in a formal letter between foreign ministers. Eritrea has previously denied crossing the border. Now, the 2 countries share a long and fragile history, including a devastating border war that ended in 2000. Although relations improved in 2018, recent developments have raised concerns of renewed conflict, especially after cooperation during Ethiopia's recent civil war has begun to unravel. Meanwhile, Ukraine's foreign minister says a face-to-face meeting between Ukrainian and Russian presidents is needed to resolve remaining issues in peace talks, arguing that only U.S. President Donald Trump can broker a deal. Now, Kiev wants to build momentum from U.S.-led negotiations before political pressures shift later this year. While most points in a 20-item peace framework are agreed, sensitive issues such as territory and control of nuclear infrastructure remain unresolved. Now, despite no breakthrough in recent talks, a prisoner exchange has been completed and Ukraine has agreed to further discussions. And let's close off on a feel-good note with the striking moment at a major fashion show in Ghana, recently delivering a feel-good message that lingered long after the lights dimmed. Model and writer Abina Christine Jonelle made a confident appearance on the runway, her prosthetic leg wrapped in vibrant kente fabric and impossible to miss. The 33-year-old Ghanaian-American who lost her leg to cancer as a toddler used this moment to celebrate visibility, resilience, and pride. Now living in Accra, Abina blends fashion with purpose, challenging narrow ideas of both beauty and ability. Our walk was not about overcoming, but rather owning who she is, turning personal history into inspiration and also proving that confidence, culture, and also courage can be the most powerful accessory of all. Well, we hope you'll take that as your Monday motivation as you get into the rest of the day. Right now, it's time for sports with Graham.
We're beaming this morning. Why? Sevens rugby. The Blitzboks claimed the Perth Sevens crown with a gritty 21-19 winner over our old foes, Fiji, snapping now a season-long struggle against our rivals. So Ryan Oosterhuizen starred with 2 crucial tries, including a bulldozing second-half effort. Just pure chaos there as the Blitzboks defended superbly, especially later on in the game, to secure their 2nd title of the campaign and now move to within 2nd on the overall series log, most importantly. definitely. We were cheering on the Six Nations gristle just a moment ago. England launched their Six Nations campaign in style, hammering Wales 48-7 at Twickenham, with Henry Arundel scoring a first-half hat-trick and then George Ford pulling the strings, as he does. In Rome, then, Italy piled the pressure on Scotland. Coach Gregor Townsend with an 18-15 victory, leading throughout, in fact, in atrocious conditions to claim a statement opening round win. Now, speaking of opening rounds, small matter of a cricketing World Cup to delve into. In our T20 action from the weekend, Sri Lanka rode Kamindu Mendy's 44 of just 19 balls, and then a dominant spin display to beat Ireland by 20 runs in Colombo. India avoided a bit of a shock as Suryar Kumar Yadav's unbeaten 84, and then Mohammad Siraj's 3 for 29 sealed their 29-run win over the USA. I think the dark horses are going to have a role to play in this tournament. I have a feeling. Well, Pakistan, they were pushed hard and had to scramble to the win against the Netherlands. And that were a win by 3 wickets thanks to Fahim Ashraf's unbeaten 29 off 11. Now let's round off with a bit of football, and Arsenal have now moved clear once again at the top of the Premier League table. That was after their 3-0 win over Sunderland, with Martin Zubamendi scoring and then Victor Gyökeres netting twice. Man United, they beat Tottenham 2-0 to continue their incredible form of late. Well, Man City, they struck late to beat Liverpool 2-1 at Anfield and cut Arsenal's lead down to 6 points in the process. Loving this for the fans, maybe not the Spurs fans, but everyone else. That's where we leave our sport for this Monday morning. Well done once again to the Blitzbox. The Proteas in action up against Canada in that T20 World Cup, 3:30 this afternoon. Protea fire, baby. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's catch up on the roads.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's see what's happening on your roads for the final time this morning. Out in Solomon Mahlangu Drive in Durban, the Broadway on ramp to the N2 inbound left lane is partially closed due to a crash. Now, traffic is still moving with no delays reported, but if you are headed that way, do proceed with caution. Sticking in Durban, but heading to Roseburg, the N2 northbound after the M7 interchange, Edwin Swells Drive has a stationary vehicle in the left lane. Now, motorists should, of course, expect delays if headed that way. Let's move over to the Western Cape now in Stellenbosch, where the Stellenbosch Arterial at the R300 northbound ramp has a minor crash. But all lanes are currently clear. Drivers are urged to share the road carefully as they head on out. Going to Cape Town out in Athlone, the N2 inbound at Jakes Kerville is experiencing heavy congestion. And drivers are advised to plan for delays if that's part of your morning commute. But wherever you are headed this morning, as the roads do continue piling up, we do wish you all the best. That's where we leave your roads for now. Let's have a final peek at your weather. Polokwane, where your week gets started with mostly partly cloudy conditions. Temperatures will start off with a low of 18 degrees and then make its way up to 31 degrees today, with moderate winds expected to come through from the east. Now, beautiful weather is expected for the rest of your week. As we can see, temperatures then reaching in the lower 30s. From Polokwane, we move to Klerksdorp, where you can expect scattered, mostly sunny conditions for your side. Temperatures will start off with a low of 18 and climb to a scorching 31 degrees. Now, your winds will be moderate coming through from the north, and rainfall is expected from Tuesday onwards, so do prepare for that. Pretoria, you're up next, where you'll experience mostly sunny skies with light winds that are expected from the northeast. Your temperatures, well, they'll range between 18 and 31 degrees today. Enjoy the hot weather and remember to wear your SPF as you head on out. Out in Johannesburg today, you'll experience mostly partly cloudy skies. Temperatures, they'll range between a low of 16 and reach a high of 28 degrees today, which seems to be dominating. Your high of 28 is tomorrow and on Wednesday too, so good weather lies ahead. Out in Mbombela this morning, let's have a look at your temperatures. Mostly sunny conditions with a 19-degree low and a 30-degree high. Now, temperatures in the lower 30s are forecast for the rest of the week, accompanied by some rain. Out in Bloemfontein today brings mostly partly cloudy conditions accompanied by afternoon showers with chances of thunderstorms. Now, moderate winds are expected from the north. In terms of your temperatures, let's start with a low of 17 and your high is 28 with wet weather expected from today on out. On the coastline in Richards Bay, you'll experience mostly sunny skies with a low of 24 and a high of 31 degrees. Now, strong winds with gusts of up to 31 kilometers per hour is expected to come through from the northeast. Thursday does welcome a period of wet weather, so enjoy the sun while it lasts. Out in Durban, you start off your week with isolated thunderstorms for your region. Temperatures ranging between 24 and 29 degrees today, and your winds will be moderate coming from the northeast. Let's move to Mthatha next, where today you'll experience thunderstorms. Temperatures will start off with a low of 19 and peak at 28 degrees today. Now, your winds will be light coming through from the southeast, and your rain will be heavy expected for the rest of the week. We touch base with Craddock next, where you'll experience some thunderstorms throughout today. Temperatures will range between a low of 17 and reach a high of 29 degrees, with moderate winds coming through from the north. A rainfall is expected for your side as well, so do brace yourselves for some wet weather. Out in Gqeberha, you'll experience light afternoon rainfall today. 22 is your low with a 27-degree high. Moderate winds will be coming through from the east. Now, your temperatures will be in the upper 20s, accompanied by rain forecast for the rest of the week. Well, gorgeous George, let's see what we've got for you today. You'll experience rainfall in your region. Temperatures ranging between 19 and 26 degrees. Light winds are expected from the southeast. Now, the wet weather pattern is expected to continue over the next couple of days. Let's move over to the mother city today, where we've been hearing the blessings pouring on down. Now, we start off this Monday with partly cloudy skies and heavy rainfall. Strong winds are expected from the south. Now, temperatures will start off with 20 and work its way up to just 25 degrees. There will also be windy weather carrying on throughout the week. Out in Sutherland, you'll experience afternoon thunderstorms in your side of town. Temperatures ranging from 13 and then climbing to 23 degrees as your high. Now, moderate winds are expected to come from the northwest, and your temperatures in the mid to higher 20s are expected for the week. Kimberly, you're up next, where today we'll bring isolated thunderstorms to your region. Temperatures ranging between a low of 18 and a high of 29 degrees. Now, moderate winds are expected to come through from the north, but rainfall is expected for the rest of the week, with your temperatures still remaining high. Last but not least, let's see what Uppington is giving. Today you'll experience morning showers accompanied by light winds, this time coming from the northwest. Now, your temperatures start off with a warm 19 and peak at 20 or 36 degrees rather today. High temperatures are forecast for the rest of the week, with it peaking at 39 on Wednesday. And as your final little treat, here is your sunrise view of this hour, sent from Durban Harbour from Lorraine Dayal. Listen, Lorraine, you can get 29 degrees as a reward today because this is a masterpiece. Thank you so much for capturing your morning view so beautifully. The sun kind of being hazy in the background with the boats reflecting on the water. It is just 10 out of 10. We love to see it. And thank you so much for sharing your morning view with us. You can do so for the rest of the week. We still have Tuesday all the way through to Friday to do exactly that on the hour, every single hour. This is our final hour with you on this Monday. Let's make the most of it and get into the rest of the show.
When bugs invade, use Raid. Raid kills bugs dead.
So we've been helping you manage your money all morning. Let's see if we can give you more money to manage. In fact, you can double your winning chances if you play your daily lotto today, because there is an estimated 450,000 Rand sitting in the jackpot there. Then over here, we've got the newly added daily lotto plus, which has 150,000 Rand sitting in the jackpot this Monday. So please get on board, grab your tickets as soon as they open in store. Go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app. There are so many ways, and we'll keep all of those details up on the Expresso socials so you can check them out and make sure you don't get left behind. Put yourself in line to win big by playing your daily lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand in the jackpot, and then our daily lotto plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand in the jackpot today. We could do with that.
I could do with that.
Because we've got superstars in our mix, and we thought we'd really impress Shava with something really cool.
Okay.
I don't know how this turned out. We haven't seen the results as yet, but we did a little bit of experimenting online, and we created caricatures of ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready? Wow.
I mean, that's obviously Zanele.
That
Beautiful.
is so tropical,
We love
right?
Zan.
That
Gorgeous.
is so cool.
Who is that?
Oh, that is super cute.
Is it?
Hey, look at that. Someone's phoning to tell us who that is.
Not me.
That's got to be you. Come on, man.
Who
Look
else
at
do
you.
we have?
I can tell by the tablet.
Ryle,
no
come
doubt.
on.
Well, that could have been me. I don't know why you jumped on Ryle so
They
quickly
missed an
there.
ab. You know,
They
Ryle's
missed-
got about
They
16.
missed about 5 or 6 abs. Oh,
Oh,
that's
gorgeous,
cute.
Ayanda.
Hey, they've nailed that.
Wow.
That's brilliant. Oh, I don't know who that guy is.
Who's that?
Hey, he looks like a famous cricket commentator from 1982, I think, hey? I like that for myself.
At least you're proudly South African. We love to see
I
it.
can't wait to show that to my son.
Oh,
You
he's
don't
gonna
understand.
love
He's
it.
in his roast era of life, okay? And he will enjoy that. He'll
Oh, I'm
absolutely
here
love
for
that.
it.
Let us know. Maybe you've created one for yourself. Maybe you've created one of us, and it looks even better. We'd love to see and hear from you today. Hit us up on the Expresso socials. But right now, I'll focus on the superstar aura that has just entered our
It's just
space.
coming from this side of the studio. Strava officially joins us. It's been a long time coming, and we cannot wait
He's
for this
back.
conversation. Mads looks the part, and I know he's definitely going to sound it, and we'll get into all around the conclusion of the trilogy in just a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, the shortest of breaks. And on this Monday, we've got to bring you some entertainment on the next level. We're talking about the one, the only, Strava, of course, a multi-award winning artist who closed a powerful chapter in his career with the latest release of Nkanyezi Nezinkanyezi, the final installment of the Nkanyezi trilogy. Now, he also marks a decade in the industry with his 10-year celebration tour, and we're so excited to have him on our couch. So please, everybody, let's give him a feel-good welcome.
Thank you.
Shab, I'm not gonna lie. That was the loudest applause that anybody has ever received. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. You awake? You alive?
Yes. No.
Blessed and highly favored.
Yeah.
We love to see it, man. Yeah. But let's talk about Inkanyezi Nezinkanyezi. I'm really excited about this chapter that you are really delving into and also closing, but of course that means that more is on the other side of it. Yeah. It kind of completes the trilogy. So what does this closing mean to you?
It's been a long year, but a good year. Learned a lot. Did a lot. So basically, when we started with just the EP, which was called Inkanyezi, and then we did the second one, which was called Inkanyezi 2.0, and the whole plan was me teaching the people the songs, you know, and then we got to perform them live during the tour that we had. We had the 2018 tour and we had the 2016 tour. So during the tour, I was able to, in between, record those songs. And then we decided to put them out. But the whole plan was to use that as the rollout to the actual album coming out in January, which is called Inkanyezi Nezinkanyezi. Inkanyezi is a star, so when we say Inkanyezi Nezinkanyezi, it's more of
a star among stars.
Yes, so all the songs that I introduced to the people during the live recordings, on the final chapter, they all have features. So each and every song has a feature. So
no, you're giving me too much information. Wait, Strap, I need to delve into this. First of all, let's talk about the rollout of how you did this with the touring, because you're saying that you kind of toured the songs before they were officially released to teach your audience, both new and old, the songs that you are going to be bringing to them.
Yeah.
So tell me why you chose to do it this way.
I felt like I want to challenge myself even with the live music, because it's also a new chapter, you know, where something that I'm trying to focus on, something that I'm trying to explore more, you know, which is live music, not just with recording, but business-wise and just like all of that. And I don't like doing like things the normal way all the time. So I always like to challenge myself and see how far can I take it, what can I do that is interesting and all those things. So I think for me it was that, just trying to challenge myself and try to do something different and just give my people in different ways,
And you know what? It's so appreciated because like you said, they're part of the album. Right? They are in the integrated part of the fabric as well. But as you mentioned, the album does speak to a star among stars. So how did collaboration shape this project as well?
A lot, because it's different people. So it's different people coming from different backgrounds, telling different stories in different ways. So for me, that was the most interesting part about it. You know, even when I reach out to say, I want this person on a song, because I already said, listen to the song. Even when making the song, I have a certain...
You can imagine them on it.
I can imagine them on it, So reached out to them, and they never gave me problems. Everything
Of course,
smooth.
it's Java. What do you mean? What are they going to say? No?
Everything was just smooth. But more than anything, it was that, just getting different energies and different sounds, different cultures,
Oh my God. I'm like fangirling a little bit. I mean, we're so excited for this to actually happen, for it to unfold. I love that you've also come closer to the fans, but you haven't also been that far away from us for a while. You've given us song upon song. And in this new era, I mean, are there any artists that you are excited about seeing come up? The current state of music in South Africa, does it excite you, or you're like, nah, guys? Like,
no, it does excite me a lot. Especially that part where people are doing more things in their language. You know, we have people in Limpopo doing, the young people doing music in their language. Cape Town, we have Xhosa rap, you know, RP Bravo.
Of course,
you know, people like him making sure that Usigo and their language, it's out there. You go to Lesotho, like it's everywhere. Val, you know, KZN, we have the Kwelas in Pretoria. You have guys like about 25K, you know, Abo Latinova. It's just like young people embracing their languages more, and I think that's what's exciting, and that's what makes us different from all over the world, actually, because we got like 9 languages, it's even more than that.
Even more, 11, 12 right now,
you know,
yeah.
so I don't think anyone has that, so we're the only one. So if we all focus on our, and just come together and do more of that, I think we're gonna have more interesting sounds and more interesting music here.
I look
so
forward
I'm very
to
excited.
it. Yeah, me too. It also makes sure that the heritage of South Africa and the cultures that we celebrate are alive and well, right? But I mean, you're an OG in the game. You've been doing this for a while. 10 years, Trevor.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That deserves, give the man a bells, you know what I mean? That deserves an applause in and of itself. What has it been like for you? Are you looking for another 10 years or are we thinking of taking hiatus? Where are we at?
There's no way that's another 10 years. Because another thing is when my first album came out, I was 33. So I called it the Cinema Mover. So I gave myself 10 years that I'm just going to, on these 10 years, I just want to focus on my gift, focus on my art, focus on people that are supporting me. So I'm glad that I managed to reach the 10 years. I'm still alive and I'm still able to do it. So I don't know from after these 10 years what's going to happen going forward, but I'm just glad and proud of myself for being able to do that. And I'll be forever grateful to all the people that supported me in the 10 years, all the people that had a hand in my coming up from my label, starting off at Ambitious, 1020 Cartel, which is currently my home right now. So I'll forever be grateful to all the Africori, all the people that have had a hand in my career or in my life. I'll just be forever grateful and thank you to the fans.
Do us a favor, Strava. Give us another 10 years, man. Come, I think you've got it in you. I feel it, I see it. Even if you just tour all the songs that you've given us. We're not even asking for new music, you know what I'm saying? But thank you for the dedication and the honoring of your calling. We appreciate you and we see you and we can't wait for the performance of it later. What are you performing? Gusheshe, if I'm not mistaken?
I'm performing Guye.
Guye, there you go.
I was supposed to perform Gusheshe, then we changed.
You see? It's okay. We allow it because it's a superstar in our midst. More awards, more blessings, more love for you in 2026. And we prepare ourselves for what's going to be an incredible start to your Monday in just a bit.
Thank you.
You know, we've heard the sound checks just rolling as he does in that flow state. We love it. But I'm sorry, this is the new benchmark for being famous in South Africa. When you can tour your album before it's been released. I'm sorry, there are levels to this game. People know your place. Unbelievable. All right, so I know my place. That's leftovers in the kitchen, all right? And who says they have to be boring? This leftover roasted veg pie, perfect example of frugal feasting done deliciously and done really simply as well. So using our leftover roasted vegetables and a simple store-bought puff pastry, easy peasy, we can create a warm, comforting and hearty pie that sounds perfect for lunch or dinner. Sandanati. I see you nodding your head emphatically to every beautiful thing I've said about this pie. So now we actually have to create a beautiful pie.
I love that you're here to help me because I love a sous chef in the kitchen.
I'm going to move out of your way then. I'm going to do exactly that. No, I am here to help in whatever way you need, because this is something I have a feeling people will be maybe even sitting with a little bucket of leftover vegetables in their fridge right now thinking, what am I going to do?
I don't know what to do. I want to throw it away. Don't throw it away.
Never.
We need to make a pie. So, for me today,
I'll get you.
I will need you to saute.
Okay.
Is that too much?
I'm here for you.
Okay.
Do you want a high heat, medium heat?
Can I have a high heat to start, and then we'll get to medium heat? Yes. So some oil, onion,
a little bit of oil going in,
and garlic. Then what I'll be doing is cutting our puff pastry for the pie.
Oh, you see, now this makes me nervous. Did it take you a while to get used to puff pastry? Is there a trick to dealing with it? What's the deal?
Puff pastry is all about temperature. So if you get it cold enough, it won't be that sticky, tacky kind of getting on your fingers and everything. It's very easy to use when you know about the temperature issue that it has.
Is this the thing with baking? Because I often think you guys, obviously, with your creative flair, make it look easy. But a lot of us forget that every 5 minutes in the TV kitchen is informed by 5 hours or 5 months or 5 years inside your own kitchen.
Yes.
With baking, is it about the planning and making sure that you planned and you've prepped correctly, like painting your house to make it sound unromantic?
Definitely. I think baking itself is very scientific. So you need to know some sciences to know baking. Otherwise, you put
100%.
sugar where you're supposed to put salt.
You see.
And that's not what
now
we
you're
want.
killing the yeast because you put salt where you were supposed to put sugar.
Exactly.
You see, I've learned something.
Killing the yeast, okay? Are you teaching me or am I teaching you?
Oh, girl, I learned by osmosis. It just sinks in, thankfully, a little bit from every chef. Okay, that's looking great. I'm
That
gonna
is
even
perfect.
turn that down a bit.
Then we'll season it with some mixed herbs, just to give it that bit of extra flavor.
For sure.
The mixed veggies already have the flavor. We're just adding a little bit more just to bring.
And someone once gave me great advice. They were like, listen, spice and herbs doesn't carry any calorie weight.
No.
So go crazy. Make it taste delicious. If it's veggie, give it more flavor.
Yes, these people who are boiling their veggies and thinking it's healthier, you're just taking away the fun of food.
You're sucking the vitality out.
You're sucking it out.
Okay, I'm busy jabbering on you while you're probably doing the most important part of the process. What is going on?
So right now, I'm putting some egg wash on the edges of our puff pastry. The egg wash is just some eggs whipped together. It kind of acts as a glue for the puff pastry. Yes, it binds it together. So after we put the filling, it's like a binding agent to keep the puff pastry together. Otherwise, it's going to ooze out.
And we've obviously made a massive one here because our cameramen like to eat. But I quite like this little bespoke things, little veggie pie for your kid in their school lunchbox. How cute, man.
I think it's a beautiful way to kind of also add vegetables to the... Because you know how kids are with veggies.
I feel you.
So when you add a bit of veggie, something that looks exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll be like, oh, my dad made the most beautiful pie.
That smells and looks amazing. Those are going nice and translucent.
Oh, that's perfect.
Translucent. I don't know if you can have a look there, but that looks absolutely perfect.
We'll just add a bit of salt, and then we can go with our flour. Now this...
Okay.
We're going to do a roux. So a roux is a kind of sauce that kind of thickens up as you cook it. So it's going to make the filling very thick and something that doesn't kind of ooze out of the...
Carl Wasty taught me a word, unctuous. It just sounds good for that.
Right.
Unctuous. As you bite into it, it just flows and, oh, it's amazing.
You know, very
okay, so am I just gradually adding the flour like a normal
just a little, and then you just mix it and then...
And just keep adding.
Exactly. Not all of it, just enough to coat the... Yeah.
Okay, and this is patience is a virtue.
It is. Look,
how's that looking?
Were you on crew at some point?
You know.
The skills you have today.
Well, the thing is, we get to work with all of you guys, all the alumni, the winners. We get to be a part of your foodie journey once you've won or made your mark. The best part of the show for me. I absolutely love seeing the trajectory once you've done it.
Thank
and
you.
proven to yourself. Then you're out there starting businesses.
We're just doing things.
Just doing amazing things. Okay, so let's just, for the sake of TV, we're going to speed ahead. Where do we go from here?
So from here, we add our veg. I'll take that. You just add the veggie stock, and then soon after the veggie stock, the vegetables come in.
Okay, and then...
There we go.
Oh, there we go, now a little roux.
You see how it's just thickening?
Look at that. It's a sauce on demand. Oh,
this is amazing, guys.
Well
I don't know.
done.
It smells amazing in this kitchen.
Oh, man.
You see how it's thickening up a lot?
And I mean, back yourself when roux-ing, okay? When you make a roux, don't roux the day. Just try until you figure it out, because now you've got this beautiful thick sauce that's going to work with our veggies.
Exactly.
Place them inside your little puff pastry rectangle, and we are winning at life.
And then we're winning. And again, this is another idea that takes all about, 20 minutes? Very easy, very quick, on the go.
And it feels quite pro. I feel like I'm proper cooking here. I feel like I'm baking
making
and
roux.
cooking. I'm ruining, okay?
You're
I'm not
ruining.
ruining the day. We'll show you the end results in just a moment. This filling is going in our puff pastry. It's going in the oven, 25 minutes thereabouts, and we are winning. Look at that golden deliciousness.
So amazing.
Just so you know.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, whether you are a parent focusing on practicality, or maybe you're a student dreaming about comfort and vibes, Back to Varsity shopping always turns into a bit of a negotiation. But luckily, our friends at Game have something for literally everyone, from must-have study essentials to kitchen basics and well-deserved downtown treats.
I like this. I heard a conversation like this happening in a store
Just in
between
the
a parent and child, and listening to the motivation. You are on two different planets. I'm sorry. So there's got to be a meeting point in the middle, okay? So let's see how this parent versus students shopping showdown stacks up, okay? Parents call it downtime. Students call it essential recovery, okay? Because rest is
productive.
It is, my friend. From movie nights to maybe music-powered cleaning sessions, emotional cleaning, these entertainment deals bring balance to varsity life, or all life, really. We're going to start with a 50-inch smart TV for $5,999. Look at that.
That looks
Crystal
great.
UHD.
Ooh.
That's really nice.
That
And
price is fantastic
it
as
is.
well.
For a big TV in your little dorm room, it's going to look even bigger.
Exactly. Samsung Sound Tower is what you would need to go with it to
Oh,
play
yeah.
all the Avengers series. And this one is only going for $2,499 rather. And it's cute as well. Look at those colors.
It's the party starter, we like to call it.
Yes.
Absolutely love that. Then if you are a movie night student or a music blasting while cleaning kind of a person.
Who isn't?
Okay, I mean, it can be both, that's fine. Parents say you need a proper workspace, okay? Students say my bed is fine, mostly. My sister got like straight distinctions
From
and she
the
worked off her
bed.
bed,
Come
okay? So
on.
there's a strong case for that, but maybe as a student you need a bit more focus, okay? A dedicated desk makes that focus a lot easier, keeps assignments from turning into last minute. My roommate slept on my thing by mistake.
Instead of the dog ate it, your roommate slept on it?
Are you allowed dogs in res? I
Oh,
don't think
probably.
you
No,
are.
you could try to sneak one. I will say, though, during my varsity years, a desk that my dad had brought in at some point near the end changed the game for me.
The fact that he had to bring a desk in to
bring a
lay down the law.
He did. Because I was there from my pillow trying to... You can't. It's actually impossible. You will fall asleep, and you call it a productive nap. It's not.
I learned that because I thought maybe I could emulate my sister's levels in academia by working off my bed, and it had the opposite
Not
effect.
gonna
happen. So we've got the Koga Levels study desk, which we have spoken before. Look at that. Sleek, beautiful, compact, $799.
What a great
Super cheap.
price.
That is
Really?
brilliant.
10 out of 10.
And it's not
Well
just for
done.
students. I mean, school learners can really find that. Grown-ups can find that.
Work
sort
from
of stuff really
home
useful.
setup. It's perfect. And parents are always thinking about those long-term savings, while students, on the other hand, are thinking quick meals between lectures. Now, these kitchen essentials keep everyone happy. Easy cooking, fewer takeaways, and also shared digs are just made so much more simpler. So let's
Okay.
talk about the air fryer of all air
Had to.
fryers. It's beautiful. It's the Milax 11-liter Air Duo air fryer for $1,299.
Does it all?
It really
Absolutely
does.
amazing. And it is the cutest thing, I'm sorry, when you can see a TV and an air fryer and a bed in the same frame of a photo. And that's what you will see when you go into varsity. I love that. We've got the Mainstays starter set to fill your kitchen. And this is brilliant, guys. Look at this. So it's for $999. That's 999 Rand, but it includes the cookware, a full dinner set, glasses, and a cutting board set as well. That's making me feel productive. Can I go be productive in the kitchen?
Can you be productive?
I'm going to go make
Will you
us a
try?
cake.
You're going to make us a cake? Okay, I'm going to come with you in a second. You go ahead, Gray. But we really do want to know from you, Expresso fam, what are you looking forward to when it comes to varsity studies? If you're a parent, if you're a student, whether you are ticking off the practical must-haves or even adding a few fun extras, you are allowed. Game really just makes back to varsity shopping so much easier for both parents, but also the students. So get everything that you need in just one trip at unbeatable prices. So you can head to your nearest Game store, even shop online, and start the year sorted on the best of notes.
Chateau Gâteau. That's all I need to say. In fact, that has been repeating in my head all morning because I know what was coming. The taste test, that was coming. It is the month of love. And if, I don't want to just say food is your love language, but all things amazing and tasty and delicious are your love language. And you want it wrapped up in a heart to steal your special someone's heart, I think we've got you covered. February has a way of reminding us to pause and appreciate the people and the moments that add meaning to everyday lives, because we forget sometimes. That's from family gathered around the table to those friends who show up without even being asked, to those small moments where we choose to treat ourselves with a little kindness. Well, we're going to celebrate 2026's month of love in all its forms with a Chateau Gâteau limited edition Southern Red Velvet Heart Cake. Rich, moist, beautifully indulgent. It looks gorgeous. Velvety chocolate cake layered with a smooth lemon cream, cheese frosting finished with crushed almonds and coconut macarons. Get out of town.
Get out of town. Now, why would I break your heart, Graham? How are we gonna do this?
I've had to. When you became my work wife, I had to split my heart in two.
You did
I had
have to.
So
I got the smaller part, don't worry. Okay.
that.
I'm gonna take a corner.
Okay, go for it. You can pretty much have the whole thing. That just looks insane. The glide of the blade through the cake tells you quite a lot.
Everything that you need
Show
to
us
know.
that cross section. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Wow.
I love how we're both looking for a TV to see the cake in all its glory. Look
like it's
at
not in front of
that.
us. Graham Richards.
Cheers, my friend. Okay, I haven't eaten in 4.5 days, so I can have this, hey?
Well,
this
I ate
looks
2 minutes ago, and I'm also
beautiful.
gonna have a piece.
I know there's something rather strange about you just watching us eat on TV, but... And?
Oh my gosh. What is it?
My word.
Magic.
The lemon.
The lemon?
So let's start with the texture. Can we do that?
Moist, soft,
When
but
I
the
said,
outside.
I'm like, where are the macarons? Where are the macarons? In every mouthful,
Oh.
you feel that crunch and that soft, sugary texture just
That's
dissolve.
what it is.
You get almost 3 or 4 textures with every bite. That is crazy. What are you even?
What are you? I'm getting this for me and my man this weekend.
Yeah, that is good. That must be actually the most delicious cake I think I've ever tasted, to be quite honest. That is amazing. The kind of cake that turns an ordinary moment into something special, so much so that I can hardly talk because my mouth is watering so much. So whether you're sharing it around a table, it might not even make it to the table, maybe just enjoying a quiet slice for yourself or the whole thing, which might happen.
No
Maybe you want to send a little love to someone special. Do it with Chateau Gâteau's gifting platform. You can access this, and I would imagine a little treat for every personality type. And of course, with the full range being halal certified as well, that is brilliant. A treat that can be shared confidently with everyone around you. The heart cake, it's amazing. Obviously available only for a limited amount of time while stocks last. It is a beautiful way to start celebrating love in all its forms. This is honestly the nicest cake I think I've ever eaten.
My goodness, please do yourself a favor. I have a feeling they're going to run out so quickly. Get to your nearest Chateau Gâteau ASAP for yourself, for your bestie, for your loved one, all of the above. You actually deserve. Put the
I'm
fork
gonna
right
eat the
in.
whole thing. You think I'm joking?
Cheers to you, fam. We'll see you straight after this.
Make 2026 your breakthrough year. You could win a 200,000 Rand study bursary and a laptop with Richfield. Head over to Expresso's social pages and tell us how a Richfield study bursary would enrich your future and help you reach your goals. Use hashtag YourFutureEnriched and hashtag Richfield. Then click the link in the post to complete your entry. Entries close 13th February. T's and C's apply. Visit expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, the rumors are true. It's your feel-good breakfast show, and thank you for joining us this morning as we are back in the kitchen. Now, if you like food that looks impressive, but secretly it takes a very little effort, I know me too, then this one is definitely for you. It is warm chickpeas, fresh Mediterranean bits, and a generous drizzle of olive oil coming together in a platter made for sharing or not. I won't judge you. Just like that cake, if you eat it solo, you're welcome to eat this too. And we've still got our gorgeous Coup Season 4 winner, that is Sandanati. So let's get into this.
Yes.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, olive oil chickpea spice.
Do you know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying.
Mediterranean, you're hosting
Yeah.
people. It's a salad for everybody.
Okay.
So, are you helping me today?
You do this, I'm here.
Okay. So, this is just an assembly thing. So what we
Okay.
do here, we are just giving our chickpeas some color and some flavor.
So we've got garlic, oregano, salt, pepper, chili flakes, and paprika.
Yes.
Got you.
So some oil just to heat up the pan, then we go with our chickpeas.
And what's nice is they're cooked already.
Exactly.
Those
So
are
all we're
canned.
doing now is just adding a bit of color and a bit of flavor because they are quite a bland kind of chickpea. So all of this is just to add a lot of aromas, flavor, because we don't want a bland salad. We don't want people to think you're catering bland salads.
And the
here.
thing is, a lot of people think that they don't like salads, but that's because you're eating bland salads.
Exactly.
Flavor it up.
Elevate it. You know, one thing about Color Your Plate with Coup Kitchen is about elevation. We love to focus on elevating simple things like chickpeas, coup baked beans, things like that. So that's, again, the focus of today. It's just that elevation. You know, so we're just seasoning it.
And I do love that we season every bit because you have to.
We're layering up the
flavor.
Thank you. This is an advanced back at home, so.
Well, I was going to say, talk us through this method right now.
So it's just it's a flip. It's all about the wrist. It's all about. Do you want to give it a try?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask
Do you want to give it a try? Give it a try.
I know for sure that this is very heavy.
Just lean it forward a little bit, and then there we go. Look at you.
Thank you.
A pro.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the encouragement.
Thank you for helping me out.
Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
A little bit of salt and pepper.
Lovely.
Again, these are the most important seasonings for me, you know. You can put your paprikas, but the salt and pepper are so important.
Ooh,
and again,
but it heats a bit.
Do you like a little bit of heat? 'Cause, you know,
Not
me?
too much.
With me? I love a little
You
bit of heat.
blow your whole brains off.
I want to eat alone.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to eat with
Well,
me.
there's one way to go about it.
So if you don't like it the way I like it, we might not be eating together.
Okay.
You know?
You know what? Everybody else needs to step up to where you're at. I get it. I understand.
Yes, there's so much flavor in chili. Do you smell
already
that?
it smells incredible.
So good.
Ooh, that garlic coming together with the flavor. Okay, so tell me about the lemon. That adds what?
So the lemon kind of cuts a lot of harsh flavors. So if it's too harsh, you add a bit of lemon and also freshness. Not only to your salad dressing, but also as you cook, it kind of adds freshness to them itself.
Lovely.
So a lemon has acid, and acid also has a lot of flavor in it. So adding it to your chickpeas adds...
Girl, the way you handle that lemon, I said it had no chance today.
I'm thinking, you know, it's been a long day. Some anger issues, some therapy.
This is where you get it out.
Exactly.
All right, so how do you know when it's done? You just kind of cook it through. It has to get brown a bit.
You know, you can let it go brown a bit, but again, like you said earlier, the chickpeas are already cooked. So now it's about adding those flavors. So once you kind of smell that they're there, they look really good, you just turn off the heat and it's time to assemble.
Time to assemble. Is there a method to the madness?
Is there a method to any madness that's a salad?
Cucumber.
It's however you want
however.
it. However you want it.
Oh, and these have been cut so nicely. They look like flowers.
Very thin.
Yeah.
And then also here you can season as well because cucumbers are a bit, you know.
A bit bland. You go ahead.
Exactly. So
I'm
a
gonna
bit
let
of
you do that.
salt.
Even tomato needs some salt sometimes, eh? Put that on. Nice. We're not shy yet.
And you know, not every salad has to have lettuce.
Yes.
And you know, it can just be a nice vegetable salad.
Agreed.
So this is definitely something that... What, Valentine's Day is coming up,
It
isn't it?
is. It's in 4 days, y'all. I'm warning you right now.
We're giving you recipes. If you don't follow now...
don't come crying to us. It's not about us. Okay, listen, this recipe is available on expressoshow.com. You can even scan the QR code on your screen to make sure that you also can get in on the action. Okay, I'm also going to keep some fesa for after. When you put the chickpeas on, then it's going to also go on top. I'm going to make space for you. Okay, you put the chickpeas in.
Let me do that.
And also get a fork for that
Just
one.
gonna bit of...
Ooh, that was a bit rough.
Oh, these chickpeas are so beautiful.
Isn't that perfect? And then I'm going to add some peppers.
Exactly. And then some parsley to finish that off.
You cannot tell me this is not perfection.
And how long did that take?
Literally less than 5 minutes.
Come on, guys.
Done to the T, looking fantastic.
Beautiful.
There's your Mediterranean chickpea like you've never seen it before. Girl, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You've been such a light, such an angel. We appreciate you. And listen, Mzansi, we've sorted you out with so many meals. We made a pie. We made a salad. We made polenta. Come on. We've been serving you today. Scan that QR code, get all the recipes, and make sure from today into Valentine's, into December, you are so sorted when it comes to good recipes. Now, straight after this break, we've got something even more delicious. Can you imagine? Sajava's here with a performance, and we can't wait to plug you into ways performing around the country and then also get into the goodness. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hold up. We've got you for like 2 more minutes. Sajava's going to perform in just a moment, so we'll give you those deets. But right now, I want you to win and win big, please.
Please do. I'm crossing fingers. Double your winning chances by playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 450,000 Rand jackpot. And the new Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot today.
So please jump on it. Get your tickets in store when they're open online. nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking, whatever it is. Just do it, and we'll remind you on our social pages with every medium possible. So go and check it out, and then put yourself in line to win big. Play your Daily Lotto for 450,000 Rand, Daily Lotto Plus for 150,000 Rand today. If I won, I would buy everyone who watches our show tickets for the 21st of March at the Grand West Arena. 10 years of, I'm going to call it platinum success. Java is celebrating, obviously, yes, the rounding off of a trilogy, but 10 years of unmatched success by the South African standard. There is a reason, once again, why this man can tour an album before he's released it. I'm sorry, that has blown my mind. But he is here for you today.
And we're so excited to get straight into this performance. Please enjoy it, and then also harass him and say we want 10 more years of Strava so we can keep on moving, dancing and enjoying. And here he is with your performance for this beautiful Monday.
Don't know. Hard times if I like I lost in the finals.
awulazi lelo zinga hey tinhliziyo ekusamhlala khula box tintenge namizwa Say my heart ain't cold like I lost in the finals awulazi lelo zinga hey tinhliziyo ekusamhlala khula box intenge namizwa Nkulunkulu cela ungisize unganguseli kuye nalesilile ngihlale ngisikhihla njalo asingafiki kuye baba amandla phela cela ungisize ngiqine Nhliziyo yami ngiyacela asingabuyeli kuye Shout out to Jason
Always undecided, but we were undivided, always. I'll never know why we keep on diving. We know that we drown again. Come on, let me fight this feeling. Now that I'm out of your way.
Your way, your way
I've been dreaming of this freedom now, but my heart is still chained.
So I get down
Heavy weight on my shoulders when I see your face.
Born
You know I'm begging to see a new day.
Langelisha hard times ever like I lost in the finals awulazi lelo zinga tinhliziyo ekusamhlala khula box tintenge namizwa I say my heart ain't cold like I lost in the finals awulazi lelo zinga tinhliziyo ekusamhlala khula box tintenge namizwa Nkulunkulu
And it's dangerous. It's free hand. It's falling through our hands. It's falling over.
Hard times ever like I lost in the finals awulazi lelo zinga tinhliziyo ekusamhlala khula box tintenge namizwa I say my heart ain't cold like I lost in the finals awulazi lelo zinga
Another feel-good production.
nalesilile ngihlale ngisikhihla njalo asingafiki kuye baba